said Arthur, I'm like,
hello.
Hello.
Joe,
Hi.
Brizzy was talking shit, Joe.
Oh no. Oh no.
It was
Which
on,
bit?
it was like
Yeah,
minutes
it's
of it, like
definitely
full
me.
minutes.
What'd you have to say?
Multiple minutes, twos of minutes, in fact.
What'd you have to say, Brizzy?
Just that Gertrude was very mean.
My Thrud was like 10 years older though, you know? Like,
That's
the other Thrud is still like
Hey, mean is relative.
Yeah,
Maybe the
that's
young
true. That's true. Yeah, he's about to get a lot meaner in this game.
I mean, the third here was relatively nice to my character, at least. Like, I had no issues.
She likes immortals. Well,
the type.
Yeah. You can't fault her for it. Well,
If I recall correctly, Willoughby got offered a job. He got offered employment, which is very cool. I obviously declined because it would really mess up the party dynamic if I
you'd have
fucked
to play a
off.
new character if you went off to
accept
get a job, but it'd be okay. At least your character's like entire story would have been developed over a few episodes and had a happy
I mean, it's
ending.
cool because my next character would be a mushroom boy or a big fucking squirrel. It would have been great.
Yeah.
I was very tempted by Squirrel, I have to say.
The Rathatos. Welcome back out, everyone, to episode 22 of Mistletoe. We are at 1 down mark for the next couple of weeks. So we play on without, but it's okay. Mark's a busy man on Friday. So we do have our guest star returning, though. Brett is still here with us and joining us.
Hey.
So, hello,
Hey,
Brett. Brett's off cam today, but he is there. He's there. You can
Yes.
see a guru.
We just got done with hurricane power outage for over
Dude.
it's been over
It's rough.
24
I
hours.
feel
So
that, man.
I'm not in the best presentation.
That's okay. Yeah, I would look far worse in a hurricane. So I
Yeah.
totally understand. Well,
That looked great.
because we have been on the opening screen for a little while, let's get straight into the episode. First of all, actually, before we do though, congratulations, Brizzy, on the release of God of War Ragnarok. If you can hear her voice in it.
Well done.
I've killed her many times. So
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
No spoilers. No
myself.
spoilers. I'm literally like only 2 hours in the
no,
game.
Brett. She's just she's a consistent character, not like an
I'm an
NPC.
enemy.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
No, she's not like a boss
okay.
fight. I'm not spoiling anything.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll hear her.
I was like multiple times. What the fuck?
Yeah, as in she's a mob.
Reloaded that
She's a mob.
scene. Killed them multiple times.
Keeps
Yeah,
getting
it kept
back
going
up.
back.
Is that all you got? I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
please
no,
don't
don't
die.
worry.
It's a fun game to be like, ooh, is this one me or is it
Yeah.
Laura? Because I think there's one other actress.
Oh, that makes
It's always
sense.
a
Yeah,
game.
It's funny.
because you two sound very similar in certain portions. So I was like at the beginning, I was like, wait,
Yeah.
but then is that her? And then later on when you coming up, oh, okay, yeah, it's good. Yeah, I got it.
It was
I got
cool when I noticed in like real time. I was like, wait,
Yeah, it's strange, right? It's strange. But yeah, congratulations on that. Well, if anyone who is enjoying that world, our world is very similar, but we find ourselves in Alfheim. Does anyone want to do the recap?
Oh,
Yeah, someone tell me what happened in the last half, please.
No, that's how you know what
Oh,
happens.
yes, yeah, you missed
Yeah.
that one.
I already did that I swear I did that recently.
I
already.
found
Well,
a
you should miss
lovely
episodes
apricot.
then, huh?
I don't
Yeah.
know what to say. Okay. Time zone swaps. Brett was late. He should do it. He's new.
Hey.
Wow.
He's gonna be here for a while. He should read it.
Okay. I didn't know this was time. I'm sorry. I just been through a hurricane, and I think.
Here we
Who do you want to
fucking
read
go.
it, Brett?
One
Brett, I'll give you-
catastrophic
Brett, who do you wanna
hurricane
read it?
comes through.
Who do I want to read it?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. God, I just.
Say Joe.
If I did the you know what? Everyone roll a d20 and
Oh my God, I'll read it. You're a bunch of wusscakes.
Brett just pulled out a DM move, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, everyone.
Yeah,
roll
I mean,
it.
it's fun to roll dice.
God.
Yeah, that's what I figured out. Just everyone roll dice.
We all role play with improv. It's just words that are written for us this
Oh, we
time.
should
You
also
bunch of
shout this.
softies.
Can't do that part.
it's
We
so
should
much
also
easier.
shout out this before we get
I
started.
swear I read last time for fucking
'Cause
Godforge. I don't
Gabe-
do this kind of shit. All right.
Yeah.
One day.
Wait.
I
Gabe-
am fucking reading. All right.
There's a thing you could read. Wait,
Well-
there's a thing you could read.
Well, do you know what you
Oh,
can
I
read?
didn't know that.
Do you know what you can read?
Who?
Session 0 when it comes out, because Gabe finished their Kickstarter
Nice segue.
and broke a shit ton of their stretch goals. Was it over 150?
170,000 was the final total.
70. Jesus Christ, my man.
Make it rain.
So I now that I know that there's actually a thing to read, I can do it. I can.
Oh!
I thought you wanted me to
Oh.
recap from my memory. I was like,
No. I write it, Brett, and I make them read it.
Apple Store and
I was like, I know there were
There was
apples.
some weird, like, sort of ball-like child at one
Everyone
point.
was giving me a weird look. And that's as far as I went.
There you go, Brett.
It's fucking
Thank
dark at
you,
one point.
thank
There
you.
were
I
apples.
apologize. Right. Hold on. I have to get.
This is why we need to tell people things. Not even just in
I
game.
didn't know. All right, so here we go. Right. Well, our journey last left off with us meeting myself, Guru, a cyclops from Mesogia. That's how I say it in
Yeah, nice.
my tone. Who came with us, came with you all to the roots beneath the great trees of Alfheim. After traveling via Drekifly, a giant dragonfly creature, we descended down from the Light Elf territory into the dark. A ceremony was underway, preparing the children of the Dark Elf town for their metamorphosis. From their leader, we learned that creatures had been changing after traversing out of the darkness. Before setting off toward it, we heard the tale of Not Raven. It was a beautiful poem, and I wish I could recite it again. I probably will many times at some point in time. A former raven of Odin that steals children from their cocoons. We entered into the dark woodland.
Dun, dun.
You had seen what this darkness had done to a creature. You've seen the small rodent creature that had, very ferret-like, had turned to scales and hardened carapace. Its blood had become sap-like on the inside. Before setting out into the woodlands, though, there's a moment where you'd see one of the dark elves kind of rush to kind of catch up. And he kind of looks across your group and says, "Before you head out, are any of you able to help us? We need someone to aid guiding the children. Right now,
Like take
guiding
them
the
to a
children to their
place?
cocoons. Each of
Okay.
the trees. We are currently a little short on guards, and we would appreciate it. Aid from one of you."
I
Okay.
think Juno's honestly the kindest with children.
She kind of looks across. Well, I could and then catch up if I would very much like to learn more of the ceremonies.
Okay.
Kind of bows her head.
No worries, Juno. I'll make sure to take exquisite and detailed notes for you.
I have no doubt. And she.
Get very fast. You will catch up.
I will. I'll rush. Just leave a little trail for me. And then she heads off with the dark elf. And you see children now kind of being escorted in different parts of the woodlands. This portion of the woods around you still has the earmuffs and the kind of vibrating flower. And seems a little bit more protected. But your journey isn't to remain here. It's outward, into the woods themselves. So, setting back out and heading deep beneath the roots. It is like a badly lit city beneath the trees. It's occasional lights vibrating and kind of emanating from the lower portions of trees. Fungi that has a vibrant color and kind of fluorescent, letting off small kind of whiffs of light. It's like walking in a cloudy skied night.
Mhm.
You pass through the trees, and it isn't long before the lights of that town are far in the distance behind you. You've still noticed for a while, though, that children are still being escorted out into further portions of the woodland, each of them having trees prepared for them. But after an hour or so, you get to the portion. You no longer see any of the dark elves. You no longer see any of the children. And you're alone in the woodlands, walking beneath the trees. It has its own beauty down here. It's not like up top where it's bright and green. It is a lot darker, but it has unique flowers which have to find their source of light from a different means. Flowers which can only be discovered at the bottoms of the earth. Fungi that grows up trees in glorious patterns drinking and sharing in the water that might descend down from the skies, falling all the way down into the depths of this land. And the soil beneath your feet is quite rich in grass, even if it's quite thick and almost a little bit bristly, almost astroturfy to walk through. But you find yourself journeying onwards, heading in the direction you were told, hearing the occasional raven just cawing in the distance around you. Is there anything you want to do as you're traveling?
Guru has his tome open, and he meant what he said, taking detailed notes of the surrounding area. And anything of interest to Guru, he will write down. And everything interests Guru.
Yeah. You'd be able to sketch out various flowers, especially how some of them are designed. Some flowers grow very thin and long, almost like capsule-like in the way that their petals flow out as they try and catch any light that might beam occasionally from the trees. You get other mushrooms which create almost spiraling effects, constantly just shooting out spores into all different directions, like a sprinkler. All this various kind of flora. And the occasional fauna comes into sight. Sometimes snakes that drizzle past, but you see that on either end they have a head and occasionally just change direction, moving with whatever they smell, sometimes tugging against one another and turning and hissing before the kind of dominant head takes forth. You see occasionally some bugs that lead up. There's these fluorescent ants that go around a tree and then go into one of the into like a bird's nest, and they come out with the bird's eggs and move on with them. Very strong for their tiny size. You see bristling across the ground the occasional rabbit, but instead of back legs like you'd usually expect, you see these tiny little kind of grasshopper legs and small wings, so when they leap, they kind of flutter for a moment before landing. All this just unique flora and fauna that lives among the trees down here. You do hear the occasional howling or vicious sound from a predator, maybe warning sounds from greater herbivores, but nothing directly in your path. It is its own kind of night beauty, a nocturnal beauty. You know you're probably a day and a half away from your journey to get closer to the darkness. And as you keep passing along, everyone roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
I'd love to do that.
17.
24.
That's a nat 20.
Hey!
I was gonna say I was doing something else during this, so I think it would kind of loop into that.
Yeah, what were you doing?
I think that while we're walking, especially if Juno's being left behind, and they said they were going to meet up with us, we'll be did buy new map making equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he'd be doing something that they didn't have on the surface, well, on the canopy when he was there, which is he's going to start making a rudimentary map of the path we're taking.
Okay.
So as to send it back to Juno when the time comes.
Okay.
Similar as he did to Thrud.
Yeah, using some of the flora around you, some of the markings in trees, you can kind of almost create your own pathing and build your own essentially easy guide through the routes. Because it is a difficult pathing. Can everyone also roll a survival check for me as well? To see how well you're kind of tracking your movements and keeping
It was
17
almost another nat
again.
20.
What did you roll?
24.
Oh, 24,
23.
nice. Yeah.
Has anyone seen this mushroom over here? My 4 survival.
I got a 4 too. I also got a 4, except mine's a nat 1.
You got a bad 4.
All right. You know what, guest?
You got the worst kind of
those
four.
bad red fours, they don't mean
Now I know my role. You don't even have a name.
Guru, you might seem like distracted by just the wonders. Draven, your distraction or whatever is causing the distraction has caused you to become pretty disorientated. I can't remember which way. And it's kind of a very strange feeling. This is probably the complete opposite environment to what you're used to. And you just kind of
like to
rely on your friends. Yeah?
I like to imagine I'm just nagging Draven's ear off, and that's why he got
I like to
messing with
imagine
him.
that as well.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
lie. I
Now,
love to imagine that.
I love the flora, but my favorite thing is the fauna.
I've never met the fauna before.
Well,
Are
let
they
me go
nice?
in excruciating detail of my favorite top 20 fauna. Here we go.
We've only seen 5, but
It's so sad because if Wilby wasn't so distracted with making maps, he would know to like get in between this.
100%.
But he's not
Yeah.
there. He's doing his own thing, and when he's laser focused, he's laser focused.
Yeah, Eldred having grown up near woodlands as well, and with you as long, Willoughby, with your map making skills, with the two of you, with your high survival checks and your high perception, you've managed to kind of build a very clean, consistent and pretty simplified map. And wherever you might fall short, Willoughby, Eldred makes up for it, noticing portions which you can kind of put down. But both of you, with that high perception check, notice as you're walking along, a raven stalking you occasionally. Only a normal sized one. But it only has one eye.
Only
like it only has one eye, like one's gone, or it just has a single eye.
One is missing. One is
Got it.
fine.
does. I guess what I'm then curious of is, does Willoughby clock that Eldred's also noticed this? If we're like walking together and you're helping me with the map, do we?
I
both
think
kinda
I'd
notice
glance
the
at you.
Willoughby glance
Knowingly.
back. I think he'd want to like quietly, like, I don't know how I would portray this in VoIP here, but he would want to, his response would be to talk to it like a druid would and just fucking figure out what the fuck the deal is with this weird raven. But if there's something tailing us in a really meaningful way like this one-eyed, I think he'd want to try to figure out what your take is on that before he escalates to outing them immediately.
I would make a mind connection to you, seeing that you see it, and just in your mind say, "That's not normal, huh?"
That thing's been following us
Yeah.
in a very oddly meaningful way, and frankly, with the amount of animals I've worked with in my time, that's weird. It's a little strange.
Joe, do either of us happen to know if Odin's two ravens, either of them are missing an eye?
Give me a religion check. Intelligence or wisdom's fine.
Both of us, or
Yeah.
just Eldred here?
Uh,
I'll do religion, wisdom.
Okay.
So
oh, nope.
no matter what, I
Rip.
didn't do very hot on that.
Even if I made this wisdom instead, it would still be a net
We
one.
rolled too hot earlier.
Every time you've
Yeah,
heard the
you-
story,
you have a
sometimes he has
really
no
nice
eyes,
map, though.
sometimes he has 3, sometimes he has 1. Like all of these ravens, the stories never seem consistent to you. Nothing you're kind of remembering. Up ahead of you, though, you see wandering from the trees one of those small rabbit-like creatures, but it's hobbling, missing a leg. And then you see nearby, eyes glowing in the dark, a larger head of a raven, watching it.
How many eyes?
Just 2. Yellow eyes.
Just 2.
Just two.
And you see this head of a raven come in. Probably a larger than a normal size raven, but the size of kind of a small child, and it's kind of in its frame. And it leans in and watches,
Oh, big.
or like a small dog. And then you see the creature looking down, looking at its missing leg, blood just trickling. Then suddenly, its ears perk up. It looks around afraid, and another head, one of these larger ravens, peers in, now on a branch top ahead of you.
Do we all see these big ravens?
Yeah,
How
Yeah.
many now?
I'm gonna
2.
just look at everyone. Well, that's 2. Yes, 2.
You see a bit of ooze from an infection from the wound, drizzled down the wound. And
To
another
your
raven head
mind.
to your right.
or to your mind, Lena, I would say, and we've had one trailing us with one eye.
Okay.
You hear, and another head appears from one of the branches. All the heads watch the prey on the ground ahead. And then you see this dark hand come from the bush. Like a claw that comes in and drags the rabbit back. And then you see this almost like anteater's head come out and grab onto the creature. This creature has black fur all the way back. You see a raven's head appear again. Now 5. It bites into the creature, pulls back, leaves only blood on the ground. A 6th head appears.
Is there anything to hide behind?
You are in
Like
a
we in just a
woodland,
wide
so
path, or
yeah. There's you're on a kind of a wider path, but you've got kind of the great roots of trees around you. This is all kind of happening in the wider path. This is about 40 feet wide. Fallen logs and kind of roots around you and trees, flowers growing all over. But yeah, there's big roots.
I'm gonna try to. I don't want to be too separate from the group, but if I can find something to hide behind, I would like to.
Okay. Yeah, you can sit in behind some roots.
Okay.
With those 6 heads, all of them look towards you all up now. And then another one lands in the middle, same size as the others. Leans up. And then all eyes look towards your group as 7 of the larger ravens appear and look across you before raising their small, stunted wings and going for the attack. That's where I'm going to get you guys to roll initiative. I'll move you over towards the battlefield.
Joe, that was a shockingly good raven sound.
Thanks. Do you know what? I was sat there going,
Practiced.
this could come out so good
No,
or
hold on.
so bad. And if it comes out like,
No, that's not.
You
it.
never know.
No. Wait.
Nah, that was like, I was there like, this is ominous, but like, I'm shocked how he just did that. He rolled that stuff.
I just wish there was a way that I could have like speak with animals active all the time, so I could hear how stupid these ravens sound.
Yeah.
Fucking English.
Oi,
They
this
sound
one
like
over here.
absolute good.
That's why.
Grizzly.
so yeah, if you want to put yourselves on the kind of the top end of the map, and around where Brizzy has placed herself.
Oh man,
And
my
I'll bring
fake
in some-
initiative was so good.
Wait, oh yeah, I messed up. Oh god, I've
Oh, there's no
ruined
tracker
myself.
still.
That's okay. I'll take your first roll, whatever you do, if it's
Yeah.
Wait, so we're top of the map,
yes, top.
Yeah.
and I reckon
Top?
we'll
I'm
be.
not really
and I
at
don't want
top.
to say where you are.
But I say y'all can be as up front as you want to be.
I think.
Oh no, I was over here pointing out all the fauna to you. So of course I'm like
Jason
right
tells
here,
us
just
all.
like pointing at things.
Wait, that's a lot of ravens.
There are 7
Yeah, they're gonna.
of the smaller ones. Yeah.
I thought there was
we're
just
gonna be
7
fine.
heads.
They were big. What do you
Oh
mean
no
the
no
smaller
no!
ones?
These are the smaller ones. These are like almost
Okay.
like small dogs in their kind of size. They stand kind of bipedal. They've got slightly kind of like stunted wings on the side, and their skin's very kind of taut and almost carapace-like.
Skin.
Okay, here
Ooh.
for it.
Sounds
Hate it,
awesome.
but here for it.
Guru leans over to Draven, is like,
And now you can roll initiative.
a little thing you might not know about me. I hate Raven.
I'm allergic to birds. Oh no.
Birds killed my whole family.
Yeah.
Why?
My ex-wife ran off with a bird, and
Why
I'm
You'll
do
see-
you hate
about it.
ravens?
Guru rolls his one eye and says,
Why is this?
everyone puts such heavy emphasis on ravens and godlyhood. Ugh. He seems disgusted by the concept.
Aren't you from Mesogaia?
And what does you think that mean? What?
That
Why
doesn't
would that matter to me?
Doesn't that not happen there?
Does, but doesn't mean I have to like it.
Okay, who's rolled initiative? Let's see.
Hell yeah, I
Am
like
I
going
showing?
last.
Guru, you rolled 16,
We have
right?
some of
Let
the.
me put you on there.
I think this campaign has some of the worst initiative rolls across the
Yeah.
board of our like whole group's reaction speed. I think it's really like telling of our characters' personalities.
Yes.
That we're all very slow on the draw.
You'll get there. Someday
Usually
you'll
it's
get
one
there.
person with like a nat 20, and then everyone else is like, 2,
Yeah.
3.
I'm going to separate
I only got a
these
10.
Notna with red and blue. So
I have a
they
plus
go
5.
on 2 different turns. So you're not just swarmed on a singular turn.
What you think they
Great.
taste like?
You gonna eat them too?
Yeah,
Nice.
the
Right on.
birds. So like
Chicken.
they're probably like maybe it tastes like
Yeah.
I
Be
mean,
like duck.
normal
It'll be more
birds
gamey.
don't have
Maybe
that
chicken.
much meat on them. There are a
No.
lot of
There's 7 of them and they're
cartilage.
big. It's fine. We got a whole dinner here.
They're just
Yeah.
ravens, nothing to worry about. We'll just extinguish them quickly and be on our way.
no, like you like let them slow roast on a fire. Get some,
Well,
you
Would
know,
dog size be
Raven
like
fat
turkey
potatoes.
size?
hey, what size, sorry?
Would dog size bird be like turkey size?
Maybe a little larger than a
What
turkey.
kind of dog?
So you're telling me we just got
Husky,
swarmed by like a
golden
couple
retriever.
slightly
Imagine-
big turkeys.
Dog birds.
Spaniel.
They're not much bigger than turkeys, I will say
Because that
Yeah.
happened to me in real life where I used
Stop,
to live.
dude,
Like this is you just
don't.
recreated a real life event where I walked outside my front door and there was just a pack of turkeys outside like
They
during the
do,
like-
season.
7 turkeys, all of
see
them
them
missing
more
an
than
eye.
that. Side of the road, they pull
Try like
packs
my
of 'em.
dad pushes the door closed like don't fucking go out. Don't fucking go out.
What's the man? I'm sorry to tell you, there's no
Birds
door
with
here.
Turkeys.
All right, you're in their
There's no
territory
house.
here.
You're fine.
You ain't got your dad here to protect you now. Let's go. Even though
Avenge
you,
your childhood
you were the
trauma.
most focused on the flora and fauna, Guru, you're the quickest to act. You're up first. What would you like to do?
I feel like Guru, as he looks at the ravens, like I said, he rolls his eye. One thing that he gets across is when it comes to, worshiping the gods, sacrificing everything it is to it. Guru is not about it. He is about tapping what needs to be, taking what needs to be taken and learning to expand upon his knowledge. He almost feels as if the gods are just this cosmic joke. Their time is over. We need to move on. So
Mhm.
Guru is just looking around. He's just like, "Ugh, ravens. Are we doing this?" He looks around to everyone and he says, "You said you were hungry, right, Raven? I suppose we could put them over a fire." Very well. Do they look dangerous? Like I can tell it's a threat. It's not.
Yeah,
just some
they've got
big
vicious intent.
giant-
They've just kind of started raising their claws, looking all towards you.
Very well. Let's see what I will use today. He pulls out his weapon, and you will see as he pulls out this rusted oversword, he opens the tome, and he mutters to himself rather reluctantly, "Hell, let me borrow your power for a little bit longer." And then he taps the sword as underworld
What did he just-
magics
What did he
soak
just say?
over the rusted blade.
If we hear
turning-
that, I'm hidden and I look at Eldred.
And you just see this rusted blade turn into this gnarled, carved over weapon, just smithed out of obsidian and onyx. And Guru's holding the sword, just unamused, rolling his one eye again. He says, "All right, which one of you is the first to perish?"
there's a moment when you say that, and Draven 100% just
Yeah.
No, same. I immediately just brows furrowed.
Every single one of us in the original group looks at each other, I guess. And it's just like
I'm not with
I'm completely hidden and I also look over like,
Eldred. I'm not with him.
And then you just kind of watch as Guru just like does heavy footsteps, charges in with the sword,
fair enough.
and is just like, "You then," and will slash down with his next weapon.
Okay.
imagine channeling the powers of the Shadow Realm to kill a big turkey. You know what I mean?
Did my roll not go?
There
Oh,
you
there
go.
it is. Yeah.
26 hits.
So yeah, he just and like the hell underworld magics just spark from the blade, and just this unholy eldritch magic just
Sick.
soaks in, dealing 9 points of damage. He's holding the one sword. he's holding his book as a buckler, as a hefty.
Sounds good. Yeah, you'd
but
go in there and you'd slice through. You notice as you cut into it, not an ounce of blood. It's almost like cutting through something hollow. Just bones, brittle, break off.
These are fake birds. Don't spend too much time on it.
Fake birds?
Birds aren't real.
What?
He said hell, right?
He said hell.
Still on it.
We're all huddled in the background. Initiative is scrolling by. We're talking
Anything
about
else
what you
you
said.
do?
Yeah, Guru. One thing. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say that's it for now.
Okay. On the not in this turn, the red ones. They are going to. You see this one. It's gonna fly 5, 10, 15, 20. You're hidden, right, Lena?
Mm-hmm.
Could you roll? Did you roll a stealth check?
Not yet, but I can.
Okay. Yeah.
19.
Okay. You see 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one's going to land... I think it's going to land here. Can't really do anything. This one's going to just land down here. And you see they all just take the dodge action, this group. This one's going to land over here. They're all just going to take... You see they all land and kind of just start moving, ready to fight. Kind of swarming together. That brings it up to Lena's turn.
All right. Okay, well, if I am hidden, I will have advantage, yes? And the red ones are dodging, so I would just have normal roll.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to stay hidden, and I'm going to throw a dagger at the one near me.
Okay.
And we will see what happens. At 23.
23 hits.
15.
No, you wouldn't get sneak because you don't have
Oh, sorry.
advantage right now.
That's
'cause you-
right.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I
That's okay.
forgot.
You
I said
throw
it
it in,
out loud and forgot.
You see the dagger kind of passes straight through into the bones.
I mean, wouldn't she have sneak? She's hidden. They don't know.
They took the
he
dodge
took the
action.
dodge action. It took the
Oh,
dodge
they cancel
action,
that.
so I'm just neutral.
You kind of see it kind of crushing. Its head turns and just looks towards you. And kind of you just see it kind of get ready with its beak.
And then I sigh. Okay, I'm going to not love that, so I will bonus action the other dagger
Okay.
for a 16 to hit,
16 hits.
and that is for a 2
2 extra points of damage.
extra points of damage.
2 extra points of psychic damage is your second blade. Land straight into it.
And then I am going to back up a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to come back over here. And that is my turn. Thank you.
Okay. Willoughby.
Since I'm sharing initiative with the other pair of ravens, can I allow them to go first?
Yeah, I would allow it. Well,
I'd like them to go first.
what's your
Can you go
dex?
like this though? Like
Plus 2.
yes.
I have 14.
They would technically go first anyway. They got more dex than you. In future, though, I would say for allies, yes. For enemies, no. Just because it's the kind of passing of the torch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The one next to you, Guru, is going to go in for a claw attack. A 13 to hit you, Guru. Doesn't hit, right?
Yeah. So you'll just watch as he goes in for the claw attack. Like anyone that's watching Guru, he just smacks him back with the book. He just goes, like, stop that, like a bad pet. Like, stop that.
You see-
Like a newspaper rolled up on the nose.
Yeah.
And then you see this one's going to rush up over towards you as well. And these three are just going to swarm you. All coming around you. One on the top is going to take a beak attack. That's an 8, so it misses you as well. And then the next one's going to go for a claw attack, which is only a 9. So it comes in, trying to claw, and you're just beating back all three.
Everything. You're just watching Guru like this hefty build of a cyclops sidestepping stuff with the grace of like an elf as he's just whoosh whoosh and then just keeps blocking with the tome and says, "I've got this here. Nothing to worry about."
Okay, buddy, good job.
Willoughby.
What a weirdo. Willoughby's gonna pack his mapping tools away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast the spell Call Lightning.
Hey.
Okay, that's it's a range around you, right?
It is a
Oh, you
range
placed
of
it.
120 feet. I put it down. It is a 10-foot tall, 60-foot radius storm placed above me,
Mm-hmm.
so long as the map can allow it. And since this is a treed, foresty area, it doesn't have a roof, so it should be able to allow it. Should cover the entire map, essentially, almost. Yes, it will literally cover the entire map. This is a map-wide
How big is it?
radius.
Oh, it's so
That
It is
so
a
pretty.
60-foot radius sphere.
60
It's
radius.
the damage isn't all
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
not.
area,
No, it's not
Joe.
the whole thing.
It's just the
It
range
puts
where he can
lightning
call it
bolts,
down.
but
Yeah.
That
The
is the
60 foot-
size of
60
the
Yeah, you're actually
60-foot
right.
radius. It will cover the whole map.
It is very
But
big.
we could use that for the AoE of the actual lightning bolt, because that's something that does damage.
That's freaking cool, though.
It's so pretty.
Look at it.
Just slap
That
it
is a
over
cool
to the
effect.
crowd, and you can just take whatever you want. We'll put it
So I'm going to call down the lightning bolt for the initial cast on the two ravens right here. It's a
down. Okay.
5-foot.
Dex save,
It's a
right?
point. Everything within 5 feet of it is struck, so it would go here.
Yep.
I believe. Let me double check. Each creature within 5
I think
feet
so,
of
that's
that
true.
point.
Yeah.
Yes. So right there, these two ravens will be hit by it. It's dexterity
of rain,
saving
it
throw or
seems.
3d10 lightning damage.
What is your DC?
My DC is a 16.
They both fail, as
I
they both.
believe.
They rolled with advantage.
Oh, should they roll with advantage?
Were they dodging?
No, the
No,
red one.
only the
No.
red ones
The
dodging.
red
yeah?
ones were dodging.
Yeah, red ones are dodging.
That's 23 for the top one. Actually, is it both?
Yeah, it'd be
Or,
the same roll. Yeah, same roll.
Yeah.
23 on both.
Uh,
of those.
Okay, 23
Damn!
and 23 damage as you just see kind of as it just slams down on both of them, burning and kind of causing this kind of almost like burnt feather kind of smell in the air, kind of like burning hair drifting off of them. They stand. They don't screech out in pain or anything, but they're definitely hurt.
Wilby's gonna retreat farther back from the front line, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to Archer Constellation.
Okay.
And with the free attack I get from transforming into it, I'm going to attack the raven that was closest to me. That's a 20. That's a 12. Sorry, 12 to hit.
Okay. 12 to hit.
Yeah, 12 to hit.
Just misses as you just see as it goes past it. It dodges to the side. Okay.
That's a cool effect, though. I'm glad you were able to turn it off.
Yeah. It was playing a lot, right? I'll play it occasionally.
It
When,
was-
when it's your turn, we'll play it.
Really?
Draven.
He's going to point two fingers towards the ravens that Willoughby actually just striked, and at level 5, I get 2 Eldritch
two Eldritch
Blasts.
Blasts,
Smacks.
It's going to fire at the top one, the closer one, for 19 to hit.
That hits.
And I'm going to fire a second one at the other one.
Okay.
13.
Just hits.
All right. So for the top one, ignore that radiant. That's,
Okay, yeah, it's just a force.
that's a smite that is not happening.
That's okay.
So that's 6 force,
You
For
just
the
see it
top
blast and shatter into feathers.
3 force for the bottom one.
Those two are very hurt. You see both of them just get blasted out by you. Off the lightning strikes, your Eldritch Blast come in, shatter both into the ground.
Kuru turns on a Draven and goes, "Oi! Good show, old bean. Very good."
Best friends now. You've been
Yeah.
through battle together.
Eldred, I don't mean it. I promise. I'm just playing right. I promise. We can talk. Look. And then Draven
Yeah?
moves here.
Okay, yeah. Eldred.
The raven Lena had attacked is this one near us? Near the log? Okay. As I am backing up out of the storm, I am going to cast Toll the Dead on it. Dilate log. For a wisdom save of 16.
It rolled a 17.
God damn it.
Dang, then nothing happens.
It just kind of moves to the side away from it and resists against it. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
At the top of the round, the poem goes through your head. 1 for sorrow, 2 for fear, 3 for sickness, 4 is near. 5 for black, 6 for red, 7 it crows. And then you hear darkness as landing right in the center. Around here, closer to you, Guru. A much larger raven. More the size of a large bear. A grizzly. It brings up its wings, and you can see they're full of holes and oozing. Its body is a rib cage on the front. Its face, half skeletal. And its beak, broken and putrid. Its eyes blind. But not Ravnan arrives. This is the full art for you guys.
Oh shit! That's cool as hell.
Huh.
This
He looks
creature
so
lands, you just
uncomfortable.
see the green emanating magic coming from it. From the correct nature. And so, it's by Joey.
Good job, Joey. It's cool as hell.
The Not Ravnan is now going to enter the turn order. This is a legendary creature.
Ha.
Legendary creature.
So this is our boss fight. We didn't rest.
Well, I was
It's
only down
fine.
to 1 level.
What
Okay.
if we
2 seconds.
befriend it?
Do you say
You're
that?
just saying that because it
Do you say
left
that?
hell.
Do you say that in character?
Yeah.
What?
Do I still have? Do we
You
still have
wanna
a
be-
link?
With the child
You
abducting
can speak to
raven
animals.
creature. I can speak to animals. That is not an animal anymore. That is an abomination.
Joe,
What
why
if
did
you
that say,
just told it to stop?
why did that say 25, Joe?
That's its initiative. Because it got a nat
Which means he
20.
missed his turn. Which means he missed it.
It comes
Yeah,
in
you missed it.
and immediately takes its turn.
Sorry,
It
dude.
was
You
my
gotta
turn. It was my turn. Wait, it was my turn.
Guru,
Wait.
fucking stand
Guru
up. for
pushes
yourself
his
out there.
one glass like up on his
It was
nose.
Land.
my turn.
And as you can all see it, it flashes its diseased wings. Can
Gross.
every single one of you please make a Constitution saving throw?
Okay, great.
Easily done.
Joe,
Sure, I will make a con save. Please.
this may not matter, but Willoughby is
I'm
immune
at
to
20.
disease.
You're immune to disease?
I'm immune to disease as a feaster.
Okay.
And I'm immune to disease as a paladin.
I got the
Immortality,
natural
boys.
20.
Let's fucking
You
go.
still roll? There's still some damage, but good to know.
Hell yeah.
13.
Net 2022.
That's
Immortality.
20 con
It's as
save
simple as
wins.
that.
Let's go.
Very nice. Well, for
God,
those of
the
you
hubris.
who failed it, well, to everyone takes 14 points of damage, of psychic damage, if they failed, 7 if they succeeded, half as much as they succeeded. So only Eldred failed. The sight of
Yes,
the disease.
but I am
Yeah.
resistant to psychic.
Okay, then you only take the 7 points of psychic damage.
That is
Um,
pretty
we got
good.
this.
You
Squad.
see the wings go
Damn,
out.
dude.
The disease kind of, it's almost like small portals on its wings of just kind of almost showing different symptoms as they flow around, like when you flush a toilet, you just see the kind of spinning water. It's almost these whirlpools, and everyone holds back against it, only hurting their mind for a second. But Eldred, as you failed, can you please roll a d4?
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That's not good.
It is fine. I believe.
3.
3 is a nice number. That's really good.
You find a disease overcomes you.
Ah.
You start to feel intoxicated, heavily drunk. This does give you advantage to saving throws against fear, and gain 5 temporary hit points now and whenever you finish your long rest. However, when you make your charisma check, you roll a d2. On a 1, you have disadvantage. On a 2, you have advantage. You gain disadvantage to intelligence and dexterity saving throws. And when you dash, you must make a DC 15 dex save or fall prone instead of gaining extra movement. You gain disadvantage to all attack rolls if you're next to more than one enemy. You have been induced with the disease known as mead blood, as your blood has turned to mead.
Very
You
nice.
stand there
Draven's like,
Drunk.
hang on.
We about to party here. Wait a minute.
I'll give you the message for that. Here you go. There's mead blood.
You ate that apple, didn't you?
What?
Which one
The
was it?
drunk apple. You weren't supposed to eat that yet.
No, I didn't.
See, the trick is to not have blood.
And then, yeah, exactly, yeah. You two are fine. You see it kind of rush up next to you, Draven, and stops next to you. That's the end of its turn. Guru.
Guru turns around, ignoring clearly the fake raven, the not even real raven. These things barely touched Guru. So he's gonna step over here, and if there's an opportunity to attack, he will take it.
Oh, actually, sorry. Just because you started your turn next to this creature, I forgot. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh no!
This is how it
Creeping
gets you, dude.
Wop, wop,
This is how
wop,
You
you-
see it's
wop, wop.
weeping.
That's how it feels. Okay.
That's how.
It's it's
How does it? How about a 3?
It's like
Winky
weeping from
face?
sores. Okay,
A
that's
3 is a
better.
failure.
would
Failed
hope
with this.
so.
You're in its weeping aura right now. You feel overwhelming sadness until the end of your next turn. You're under the effect of Bane until you make an attack roll saving
shit.
throw.
Okay.
So it's just the first attack roll saving throw you make is Bane.
All right. Steps away. Don't want to feel all sad.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you eat that apple? It was such a good apple. It just kind of holds back the tears a little bit. Shakes as this big giant thing has leapt over to Draven. You'll just watch as Guru just goes, "That's not your enemy. I am." And then you'll see cast from the sword a lightning lure just as I try to just snare onto the giant raven and pull it towards me.
Okay. No! Yeah.
Eldrit's like,
Stop!
What saves does it have to make for that? Or is it an attack roll?
It is a strength saving throw, DC 16.
Oh, but fail.
It's pulled straight towards you.
And I'm just looking right, and like as I'm pulling the lightning lure, just turning its head over to me, my eye tries to meet up with it, and it goes, "You're not going anywhere until you kill me."
It looks
Don't say that.
You don't see it has eyes.
That's
It's got
crazy.
green kind of magic emanating where its eyes should be.
So he says that menacing thing, notices the lack of eyes, and goes, "Well, shit."
Oh, it takes damage as well, right? Nice.
Yeah, 12 lightning damage.
12 lightning
We
damage.
totally
Very
got
nice.
the wrong read on this guy.
Yeah,
Getting him in a fight now.
That's what it was. I was like, oh, wait.
Don't say
Blinks
that.
a little bit.
That's a death flag. Don't say that.
yeah.
I'll never die. He stares into its lifeless eyes.
Lena just reaches out and knocks onto a tree and touches
How many
wood.
death flags
Like,
can I find?
To be a vulnerable guest character in a campaign.
I have 0 fucks. I hate them all.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
At the end of your turn, you feel its ears kind of open up. Magic kind of glisten around. It's going to use a legendary action. And this is probably one of my favorite things I've ever written, but can everyone make a Constitution stealth roll?
I don't.
What?
What?
Right on.
How do I do that?
Oh, I
so-
see. I see what you're doing here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not
Oh, so
proficient anyways.
I'm gonna
So
do
I'll
a.
just roll con.
Yeah, I'll do a con save.
Yeah.
Or a con
It'll
save.
It'll be just do a con save. If you're proficient, just add a proficiency.
A constitution.
Oh, sorry, no, it's
stealth
not a
roll.
save. It's a Constitution
Oh,
ability check.
Just a
so.
throw.
Oh,
yeah, I rolled so well.
So I'm doing
Okay,
a Constitution check. However, because I have Jack of all trades,
add-
Yes.
that 12 will be. Oh, sorry, that 13 will be a 14.
Yes, it will.
I'm confused. I have a plus 11 in stealth. What do I do?
A plus 11 in stealth.
Yes.
So your current stealth is boosted because you have expertise, right?
Yes,
so
I do. I'm super
you add
good
a
at
plus
it.
6 to your thing.
Okay. If I have a expertise in stealth, I can re-roll an ability check I have expertise in, but I don't have expertise in Constitution. So how does that work?
No. The expertise is the skill. So the skill is separate to the.
Yeah. So I have.
No. Well, so what I'm saying is that you can re-roll. Yes, that's
got it.
re-rolling the ability check. Con is just
Beautiful.
the background thing. flip them
I
around.
will,
and that.
I got an
I
18.
will re-roll it.
Well, it's a moment of just like lightning just zaps at it. As it only
That
rolled
is
a natural
better.
1 on its perception check, so it cannot currently do whatever it was doing. You all succeed.
Oh wow.
It was a
Okay, well
contested
then,
check.
I don't.
Damn, I
wait.
wish I rolled worse. Because now next roll I fucking bad.
It is the red Notness turns. I'm gonna have to shift this down, by the way, just because it's the layering on Roll20 can get in a mess sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You could probably just take the whole thing off. I mean, it literally covers the whole map. It's
Or make it
just gonna,
map layer.
Yeah, if I make it map
it's
layer,
the whole thing.
it's just if he
And it's
loses
under us.
concentration. I mean, I suppose it
Yeah,
doesn't matter. Though.
unlayered.
It doesn't matter. Like if he loses
It's
concentration,
60
just
radius.
pretend
It's the
not
whole
there.
place. We could just use a small one for the actual AoE of the lightning bolt instead, and save
make
you
it-
some fucking work.
I'll make it map left now. Okay. This one's gonna go straight towards you, and then go in for a claw attack to you, Draven. That one misses. This one's gonna go for you as well, and this one's actually gonna. This one has to dash to get to you, so actually it's gonna go. It's gonna dash to get up to you, Lena. It's gonna run along the ground
Okay.
and then get straight up towards you. But the next one's gonna go in for a claw attack against you. Misses as well. And this one's gonna go towards you, Lena, to make another claw attack.
Okay, great.
That one's a 21 to hit.
That would hit me.
This one just leaps up, jams its claw into you, pulls it downwards. You take 7 points of slashing damage plus 2 points of necrotic damage, and your movement speed is reduced by 10 feet until the end of your next turn.
Oh my god.
Okay. Can you say the damage again? I'm sorry.
9 total.
Thank you.
It is your turn though.
Okay. For my free action, I'm going to say, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't like that. And I am going to... I was going to do something else. Now there are 2 things right here. So I think instead I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage. My movement is reduced by 10, we said?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go... I'm going to go...
Oh, sorry. You started your turn within
what?
10 feet, Yvonne. Could you please make a wisdom saving?
All right,
Gotta remem-
I cannot
gotta remember my
handle
own-
all of
I
this
just gotta
at
remember my own
once.
actions, okay? That's okay.
Look,
You know what?
got owned.
You
It's
took
just
your
simple as
hands
that.
off the thing. You can't go back. And I'm joking. Make a what save?
Wisdom save.
Thank you. A 7.
You are currently under the effect of Bane of your next saving throw or attack roll.
All right. Is there anything else? I just want to get away from these 2 things.
Nothing else.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run away like a fucking coward.
Mm-hmm.
Not a coward, like someone who is smart and doesn't want to be around birds. Apparently, I don't like them either.
Raven.
Okay,
Nice.
so
Nice.
good. I'm going to go. I don't want to go there. There's nowhere good to go. Everywhere is terrible. I hate everything right now.
Mm-hmm.
I will go into the lightning.
Are you dashing?
Yeah, I think I might do that. I
Okay.
don't know. You threw a lot at me. I had the whole plan, and now I cannot do it. I don't like it.
Adapt.
Also,
You
Eldridge is
gotta
right
not have
there,
plans. You
and
can't.
she is drunk, and
That's
I'm
true.
nervous. Actually, no. I'm going to just go a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm going to go here to get away from them because I don't want. Eldred looks like she might be in the phase when you're drunk and you start to cry a lot. So I don't want her to have to cry alone. And then I'm going
You could
to
cry with me.
take my action and I'm going to throw a dagger at. It's this one that was hit before, right? I mean,
no.
whichever. No? Okay. Whichever. It was this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That one.
Go for it.
It's dark. They look the same. It is a 12. And now
Yeah,
I'm just
misses.
really mad.
Goes off into the darkness.
Everything is terrible.
Anything else?
That was fucking nothing. So it is all I can do.
Then on the other Notness turn, it's going to go towards you, Brett, and it's going to go for a beak attack. Only an 11 though. You just hear it coming and move to the side, not even looking at it, and the creature misses.
Yeah, Guru just chuckles to himself.
Willoughby.
Willoughby is going to call lightning on the 2 red ones right here.
Okay.
So
Thank
DC
goodness.
16 dex save for those 2.
No sweat. 16, you say? They both make it. Barely, but they both make
They
it.
both make it half damage on this.
Half
thing.
damage.
So they'll take 6 lightning damage.
6 points of lightning damage each. As they both dodge to the side, but still get the kind of crackling effect that ripples against them.
Then I'm going to use my bonus action to Archer Form attack the closest red one
Okay.
here. That is a
Nice.
nat 20
Very nice.
for 16 radiant.
You see it leap to the
I've
side
got
to dodge from the
so
lightning,
many
gets crackled some of it,
nat
and then you take that chance to right through the lightning, hits against it, and then bursts. Radiant damage, causing it to splatter and die. That one's taking up the initiative, so it just dropped to the ground like that and dead. Into a
Like a
plume
little
of...
coward, he's going to get as close to the edge of the map as possible,
Mm-hmm.
ignoring the invisible wall, keeping him in these...
You can go past invisible, just
He walks
mark
into
on
a
your
wall.
thing.
What the
Yeah, I'm not going to fucking do that. That'd be so dumb.
I give you a big
3 miles
space,
away.
and you cover it up with a fucking cool lightning, then run off it.
That's my turn.
At the end of your turn, it's going to take another legendary action towards you, Guru. And it's going to attempt to, as you see its ribcage, bone at a time, just opens up. The magic tries to draw you in. It's going to try,
It's gonna hug you
and it's a nat 20.
with its rib cage.
You take a total of 27 points of necrotic damage as it
Whoa.
draws you in
Are you okay?
and then sucks you into its ribcage, and it closes off. You are now
Gru's the Juno.
inside of its chest.
I'll never down.
Guru?
Inside, you're considered grappled with the DC 16 and restrained. And you can feel the necrotic energy is going to hurt you at the start of your turns. Draven.
Oh God, I really hope that I don't die. So, fuck it, whatever. I am going to bonus action take my form of dread.
Okay.
And it looks a little tainted here because you see the black form start to take hold, and it's almost like 2 black wings come out of his back and then are like shunted and pulled back in.
Mm-hmm.
And he breathes a little heavy, and then it cloaks over. And do I have to roll because I started?
Did start turn. Thank you very much for reminding me. I always forget about the mechanic. Go for it.
That's fine. And
Wisdom.
I'm rolling what?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. 16.
You succeed. You're fine.
Do I have to roll twice since there's 2 of them?
No, it's just it only
Okay.
happens once.
Cool. So they'll get an attack of opportunity because I'm heading towards that
Okay, they're both going to make beak attacks.
stupid level
Can't believe in
man.
you.
18 and a 10.
18 hits.
You take 7 points of piercing damage as it just
Jeez.
bites into. Did you roll for your temporary hit points, by the way, because you turned into your form of dread?
Oh my God! No, I didn't.
Hey, you kept me honest. I'll keep you honest.
We got each other.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's 5. So then I'm only taking 2 points of that.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Hell yeah. That
Wait,
makes-
why have you only got +2?
only 2 warlock levels.
Oh, yeah, of course, you're a mix. I forgot. I thought you were not full
Yep.
warlock. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so you only take 2 points of damage extra as it kind
Hell
of
yeah.
burns through your temporary hit points.
All right, and then he is going to swing with his longsword.
Okay.
Come on.
That's a 15 to hit.
Oh, poor Eldred.
On to not Ravnan.
Yes.
15 hits.
All right, I am going to put a. I'm gonna put a divine smite into it.
Okay.
So then that is 5 radiant, 7 slashing.
That's okay. It's still 12 points of damage. You just cut into its back, tearing into it. You see your feathers plume off.
And now I need it to make a wisdom saving throw.
Let me just double check. It This creature cannot be frightened. It's immune to that condition.
Good to know.
Well, isn't that nice?
Dope.
Okay,
Cool.
Eldred.
I'm going to run in, casting Shield of Faith on myself. And I'm going to just run up to the Raven and say, "Stop, not Ravnan,
like,
it's okay. We don't need to fight." And I'm just going to try to reach to just.
What is your
Hit
problem?
it! Hit it!
Someone
just
kill
going
that
to
thing!
try to reach out to it.
What language are you talking in?
In common. I don't know to speak anything else, so.
Doesn't seem to react.
Not Ravnan. I will say in Infernal.
It doesn't even look your way.
It's okay, and I'm just gesturing. It's okay. Not fighting. That's my turn.
Weird.
At the start of its turn, it's going to glance back towards you, Draven, for attacking it. First, it's going to use its bonus action and lets out like a little. And each of the not that hear it you'd see as each of them, their bones start to turn kind of a very kind of wispy blue color, and their eyes start glowing blue. Bonus action
Okay.
aside, it then, with its action, turns towards you, Draven. Its eyes glow.
It
It
turns
seeps
towards
into
you,
your
Gabe.
eyes. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yeah.
I believe in you.
I can't close my eyes, can I?
It's directly looked at them. You can close your eyes in the
I-
future.
That's a 3. Remember that thing I said about dying?
Please don't.
You're gonna be fine. You never die.
Until
Seeps into your soul. And you fall unconscious to 0 HP.
Oh
You're
shit.
now unconscious.
Raven, why did you attack it?
Why aren't you attacking it?
Because it could have answered.
something!
It could be your friend.
It just killed him! Or knocked him unconscious.
Guru!
It ate Guru! It just
Guru
killed
could
him!
not trust.
Do something, Eldred! What is your deal?
Guru. At the start of your turn, you take, let me find it, engulf, you take 12 points of necrotic damage.
All right, unconscious.
Fuck me.
Could you please make a death saving throw?
Thing.
I have to enter healing mode for this fight.
Please.
This thing pretty much just knocked out my entire hit point pool in one hit.
It rolled very well.
Failed.
And Eldred's
Yeah.
out here trying to fucking get buddy with.
Guru clamps inside and you feel the necrotic energy is like drawing you in and burning from the inside. And you take 1 death saving throw.
I don't make another save for the mead blood, do I? On my turn?
No, you've got that disease now until
Okay.
you get rid of the
You
disease.
got it. Okay.
On the red Notness turns, this one's going to rush over towards you, Lena.
Okay.
And it is going to make a beak attack, 15 to hit.
Okay. That does not hit.
This one is going to go over towards... These two are going to go towards you, Eldred. Others leave.
What is?
15 and a 17.
No.
You see them both bite you, only kind of grab against your scaly back, like the kind of chainmail scale, not your scales, and kind of pulling against it, but they can't find a knot. Lena.
I'm trying to befriend your mother.
Okay, this is
What?
not a super awesome thing to deal with. Okay. I am going to okay. Eldred is pretty cracked out right now.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, 3. All right. For my action, I am going to use Psychic Whispers. I'm
Okay.
going to connect. I get to connect up to me and up to my proficiency bonus of creatures I can see. So I'm going to connect Willoughby, Eldred, and then not Ravnan.
Okay.
Any creature can cut the bond at any time. They just have to. They don't have to know a common language to understand each other.
What is this part of your?
It's the Psychic Whispers soul knife thing.
Psychic Whisper Soul Knife? Okay.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, just so I can get exactly
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
does.
yeah. Oops. Why can't? Well, it is not. Here we go. Sorry. I will post it in the Roll20.
Okay.
Okay, so I make the connection. We don't need a common language, but I think I'm going to think in Celestial anyway.
Okay. I will
Uh,
say to make, even though talking's a free action, to try and make like a persuasion check or anything like that, it's going to be a full action. Is it your action to do this?
This is it's my action to cast the whispers.
Yes.
So then I just want to say, can I say anything through it? Because I just want to say to Eldred.
Yeah, you could.
Like,
I'd say you can say something. You
just-
just can't make a persuasion check. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not trying to make a persuasion check, but I'm going to say it like, I'm not really sure if everybody can understand me. I'm going to think in Celestial anyway, even though I know that actually, oh, see, like everybody, whatever. And I'm going to say, we can all talk now. Eldred Willoughby, not Ravnan. There's no need to fight. Also, Eldred, you have to help our friends. You have to help them. I know this is hard. You need to help Draven and Guru first. And then that's my action. And for my bonus action, I'm gonna disengage from the little raven. And I'm gonna move. And I'm gonna see what happens. And I'm gonna come into the lightning.
Okay. On the blue Notness turn, it is going to go in search 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's going to dash all the way over here and leaps up into a branch to call back to its mother on the position of Willoughby. It is your turn, Willoughby.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Actually, the end of that. No, sorry. Yeah, no, go. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Problem is, I am not going to be able to do much healing this turn, even if I get in. Actually, yeah. I mean, fuck. Hang on. I need to check numbers or terminology on something because I want to try to get as much healing out as possible right now, but I'm not sure it technically works with my starry form. Whenever you cast a spell. Okay. Yeah, not exactly ideal.
Seriously.
Kind of banking on Eldred doing healing for this fight, gang. It's a lot. It's like 2 turns for me to get healing out right now. Yeah, Willoughby's going to walk away from this fucking bird
he can try to take a swing if he wants.
Yep.
He's gonna go right past it.
As you slide your turn exit as well, could you make a wisdom saving throw? Just to see if you get the bane.
It's nat 1.
You have bane on your next saving throw or attack roll.
Okay.
And it's going
Well,
to
I
take
burn those attack rolls really quickly because I'm gonna archer form it. So it's gonna be a 14.
Okay. Does an 18 hit you, by the way?
18? No. So that's a 13 on my attack at it once I disengage.
Okay. 18 doesn't hit you.
18. I have 19 AC.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah,
then
I bought armor, dude.
You bought armor, remember?
True, you did.
I'm one of the only people that bought armor, dude. I'm armored.
13, that just hits it. So, yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. That is 11 radiant damage.
10 points of radiant. It looks hurt. You see burst back into the feathers just kind of breaking off.
Okay, I'm gonna move to the full 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to clear these fucking ads at this point, so we're not worrying about
Yeah.
it at least, because I can't. For the record, I can't do like much to deal with healing right now, gang, without spending multiple turns. I'm gonna use Call Lightning on this red one here that's been hassling Lena to try to get it off of them.
Okay.
So make a dex save. 16.
Fails.
That's not good for it. That's 12 lightning damage.
The burst and chief, more feathers come off.
That's me.
Okay. Draven, can you make a death saving throw, please?
Joe, is there a chance I can go first since we have the same initiative and same dex score?
Yeah.
And he's unconscious.
Yeah. I don't mind if you're two allies. Mm-hmm. You take your turn then.
Yeah, because I would just wail, just fall down onto him and sort of dig my claws into him, casting Cure Wounds at second level. Let's see. 16 healing.
16 healing. Draven, your eyes shoot open as the magic shoots through. You're prone on the ground. You're back up.
And I'm just looking up at the not Ravnan and just mentally being like, not Ravnan,
You can
Friend?
talk to it through the thing.
Mm-hmm.
can you hear me?
Seems to turn its head towards you now.
What the hell does she want? Raven's confused as hell.
Draven, you've woken up with it. It's your turn now.
God. So we're not trying to kill it?
I think we probably are going to have to. Also,
Oh,
Guru
Wildy
is
might be in a
still
mind
stuck
link. He's
inside.
planning on killing this fucking thing. It ate Guru
Yeah.
in front of him,
Guru is stuck inside it.
and
We
then
need to
killed
get him out.
Draven in one move. Willoughby's trying to kill it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't matter if he's mind
Guru
linked
might
to it.
die here next turn.
I'm going to try to get you.
What's a good word for like releasing someone? Free?
Liberate?
Liberate.
Release?
Release. That one. I'm going to cast command on the not Raven and say release.
But in the mental link?
I'm
No,
not in
he's
there.
not in it
Verbally.
because he was unconscious.
Oh, yeah.
Does it have to understand language for? No, I don't think so,
command?
I
right?
think it's magic is the point, so you don't need to.
So it does need to understand my language.
It doesn't have an effect. It's undead.
Oh, shit. Has no effect if the target is
You would
undead.
know that, so
Fuck.
I'd let you do it
Okay.
again because you know this thing. You could tell this creature's
Cool.
undead. So I'll let you
okay,
retake
okay.
it.
He's half a skeleton.
That's terrible. I'm gonna hold an attack to see what it does on its turn.
Okay. So you're gonna hold your attack until after it's done.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He's trying to figure out if he wants to see what it does next, and if it does something hostile, then he's like, okay, we're still killing it, versus trying to see what would happen.
Okay.
But he's going to close his eyes when he comes back up.
Okay. It moves in its turn, and it looks As at the end of your turn, it's going to make everyone do a Constitution stealth check again.
I never made a wisdom save with these ravens next to me.
Oh yeah, could you do that, please?
That is
Joe,
And
what
same
does
with
that
you,
mean?
Draven.
Joe,
14.
is that just an instant fail for me, or am I not a
26.
target?
Yeah, you'd notice it's an instant fail for you.
that's a.
I got
Well,
a 14, but
Two,
I can.
two failures then? My
No,
second,
technically not. It's no. There's no damage here. It's
Oh, gotcha.
it's a heart detection. It's trying to hear your heart.
So this is it's Constitution plus whatever my stealth modifier is, whatever comes out of my Constitution
Yes.
roll plus stealth. Okay, so I have 14.
Yeah,
If I
it's
fail, I
if you've
can
got
redo it.
proficiency in stealth. Yeah, you don't add your dex modifier.
I have 14 because
Oh,
I
right,
add
sorry,
6.
12.
Okay. You can see that it hears every one of you. You can hear almost as the magic. You can almost feel your own heartbeat right now, as you realize its ears attuned to them.
Can I
Imagine having a
reroll?
heartbeat.
Yeah, right.
Couldn't be me.
Good point, Willoughby.
plant.
It can't hear you. And you're immune
I'm
to
a
this.
plant.
Yeah, you're immune to this. You don't have a heart.
So I'm gonna spend a point.
Classic,
I'm gonna
classic
spend a
immortal
die
boys. You know what I'm saying?
and reroll. So I got
Okay.
a 24.
Then you feel this like moment where you feel one of its kind of magic, because it's kind of almost attuned to each of your heartbeats. You can hear all of the heartbeats
Right.
emanating from its like ear sockets. And then for you can feel it and then go, and you calm your heartbeat. It's just like power takes over, and you manage just to keep your heart rate low. And then on its actual turn, it is going to roll. Bonus action, and another core to its creatures. And you see each of their eyes goes black, and black magic emanates off of their skeletal forms. And it is now... And then it's going to turn towards Draven and Eldred and make a series of attacks. It's going to attack once with its claws towards Eldred. And nat 20.
Fuck.
No!
You take 16 points of slashing damage and 16 points of necrotic damage for a total of 32 as it just wings its
Are you
claw
okay?
across you.
Ooh, okay. Because of my temp HP from the mead blood,
Yes.
I'm at 1 HP.
Okay, got it.
And then it beak attacks you, Draven, which is a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 9 points of piercing damage
Oops.
and 7 points of necrotic.
Hey Joe, do me a favor. What's that math?
So you only have 16 HP.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, Javen's going in and out. He's not gonna be good.
All right. All right.
Then it ends its turn there.
Come on,
Shit, and
Groot.
I didn't get my attack because I'm
Am I still being
stupid.
engulfed?
You take 10 points
Can
of
we
necrotic damage, which puts
Then
another...
that's my second failure, and then I will make another death saving. That's one success. But
Even though-
next round, I'm sorry.
Even though I was going to say, even though that necrotic damage is bad against you, your willpower is holding on. Got 1 success and 2 failures.
Next round, I'm dead. No matter what happens.
We had to. Okay.
I have a way to heal the 2 out here. I don't know if it works.
I can get- I can get 1 person.
The problem is if I go into melee and then I get chunked down too, we are
Same.
dead.
I have
I'm
22
our
HP.
last healer.
Okay, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's the little raven's turn. Can we like see Guru through the like?
Yeah,
ribcage?
he's visible. He's visible.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
On the red Notner's turn, this one's going to come towards you, Lena.
Fuck off.
It's going to beak attack against you. 21 to hit.
Okay. Yes.
You take 9 points of piercing damage as it just bites in and just pulls out a bit of flesh.
Okay.
The one in front of next to you, Eldred, is going to make a beak attack. A 12 doesn't hit. The other one's going to make a beak attack against you as well, Eldred. A 16 doesn't hit, right?
Oh my god, no.
Get off your arm.
I did lose concentration on my Shield of Faith, by the way, but I'm still 18, so.
I thought did you roll a 14 on your concentration save throw?
Yeah, but I took 32 damage, right?
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, we're just gonna start lying to you. We're just gonna start lying to you. We're
right?
too
Like
honest.
everyone
Get
else
this
in my
kill.
life. Lena.
Okay, I'm going to yell to Eldred. Can you get them? You have to
Yeah.
help them.
Yeah, I can get them. It's not going to be crazy. I can wake them up. Yeah.
I can help myself, or I can help one of them, or you.
I can
What
wake
can you
them
do?
up a little bit. And me a little bit.
Okay. If you above board, if you can get them all, I can cure wounds myself to give myself a little bit, but if not, I can run up and cure wounds someone.
Mm-hmm.
For context,
Will you be able to get?
for context as well, since we're all in the same mind link and would be able to communicate this, I can get in range of Eldred and cure wounds and use my bonus action to switch to healing constellation. At which point I'll also be able to heal either Draven or
Okay.
Guru with that at the same time. So I can heal
Like,
two
I can-
in one turn.
Okay, because I could run in, but I also only have 13 HP. So
We
if I
need
get
to
hit, I will.
it's like a mix of we also, these birds are so
Yeah.
close to dying,
So-
and they are also part of the issue right
Yeah, I'm going to, if we think we're okay, then what I will do is I will cure wounds on myself and I will bonus action attack the little shit bird next to me.
now. Yeah.
That's not what he's called. I'm
The
sorry.
the blue bird isn't going to be able to put me into a
Uh,
position of real danger in one turn.
Okay, so I will action. I don't know why. Whatever. Why is it
Sorry,
so
can you
weird?
just tell me what you want to do? Because there's a lot
yeah,
of just
I'm gonna
discussion.
cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
I don't know why it does that. And then I'm going to bonus action attack the little shitty bird. So 1d8 plus. I don't like. What is going on there? So weird. Look at it. Everything is weird.
That's because you were rolling. I would just roll the healing instead of
Yeah.
trying to do it as an attack. Like it's. I think you just your command.
Yeah.
for plus
Okay. 7 and 2, so 9. I get.
9 healing.
Okay, great. And then I am going to a bonus action attack 26 to hit, and that is 1 point of damage because it is.
On the one
bonus.
next to you.
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah. Just 1 point damage. You cut against it.
Okay.
Still alive.
All right, that is my turn.
On the other Notnose turn, it's going to rush down here. And it is going to try and take a beak attack against you, Willoughby. It's chasing after you. Only an 8. It just you hear a
Doesn't
bite
hit.
next to you as it rushes through. It's your turn.
Wilby's going to ignore this guy, and he's going to run up to Eldred.
Okay. And take an attack.
Eldred's still
opportunity.
at 1 HP,
Oh,
right?
wisdom saving throw as well, please.
11.
Excuse me.
It's exactly what you needed to succeed. It takes an attack opportunity, though. It's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
You take 8 points of piercing damage. Just pulls off a bit of the bark.
Okay.
Okay.
Wilby's going to close the gap on Eldred. Eldred still only has 1 HP, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to use my bonus action to switch to Chalice Constellation.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend my action casting Cure Wounds at level 3.
Okay.
Nice.
They heal for, let's see, that's going to be, wow, that was a pretty dumpy roll on that. But yeah, that'll be 14 healing on Eldred.
Okay.
Every little
And
helps.
then I'm going to use Chalice Heal on Draven for another 11
Okay.
on him.
Okay, 2 up.
You both heal as just bounces across you. At the end of your turn, it's going to take a legendary action. And it is going to take a claw attack against you, Willoughby.
They have reach.
Actually, good point. on its... No, it doesn't. Not on its claw. So then it's going to take it against Eldred.
Ooh.
Probably should have just been more careful.
Wow, tomato.
Does the 17 hit you, Eldred?
No.
Okay. Just clinks off of your shield. You just hear the kind of sound of the metal vibrating. Draven. You're back prone again. But
But you're up. Well, up.
you're all right with 11
It's
HP.
time for sure, man. It's time for sure.
Eldred, do you have anything for Guru?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we really want to bring him back? Do you see who he was aligned with?
You need to bring him. He needs to help us. You need to bring him back. We don't know everything
You're
about
having
him.
a weird time right now. Right now, we pretty much need everyone back.
Okay.
Is what I would say.
You didn't give him a chance.
He might have a reason for it.
So I'm gonna let Eldred go first to because I want to see if we can get Guru basically.
Okay. I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word. And just like a burst of green spirits just exploding for me to 6 people within
Please,
60
I don't think
feet.
so.
Is that all of us?
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone heals for
Everyone will
7.
get 7 HP.
Okay,
Guru,
thank
your
you
eye
very
opens.
much.
You're in the rib cage. You're not dead.
And I still have an action.
Hell yeah.
So I will. Ravens or big one?
We gotta kill the small ones. The
You gotta
small
kill
ones
the
are doing
babies.
most of the damage.
I did a lot to this raven that's behind me.
Okay.
Actually, the one closer to Raven. To Draven.
Okay, it's confusing. I was thinking about
I can tell you
that, too.
none of these ones have taken damage. So,
Oh. Yeah,
Blue
fine.
one or
No,
one by
get 'em
me?
anyways.
okay, this one here.
I mean, yeah, it's rough because if
The one
one
by
of you,
Draven.
if you
It
weren't
fails.
there, I could call lightning on them.
5 necrotic.
Yep.
Hopefully it takes necrotic.
It does take necrotic, this one.
Okay.
You see kind of portions of its feathers break off.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Would it make sense to rotate? Because I on my action can call lightning them and then still cast healing. Would it make sense to take the chance on opportunity attack to give me the window to do it? Because I can't do it right now because you're in the spot. You're in
Okay,
the
I'll
blast zone of
I
it.
step away. I'll take opportunity from that one raven that can no longer.
Gonna take a claw
reach
attack.
me.
15 to hit. Just
No.
cleans off of your armor.
No.
Okay,
Get
Draven.
out.
All right. I'm going to Form of Dread once more.
Okay.
For 7 temp HP.
Okay.
And this one's a little bit more different. It tries to create that shadowy cloak, and then there's definitely a booming, unfamiliar voice of, if you're going to do it right this time, child.
no. You got called out, dude.
Yes. Yeah. And instead, there's more like of a necrotic visage to his form this time.
Okay.
Yeah. You know whose voice that was. He's not proud. And he's going to take a strike against. Should I go for one of the small ones if you're gonna call lightning?
I think we gotta. I mean, if you get the small ones down more, the odds are higher that the call lightning will kill them if they fail.
That's true.
And I think that, like, looking at the amount of damage that's been output, these small ones are chunking us for like
I've not been hit.
like 7
by
to
me.
11 damage every time
Okay.
they do make contact.
Yeah.
And
You know,
they're
I'll-
debuffing us.
I'll Eldritch
So-
Blast the one next to you since it's at a range. So that's.
I forgot
18.
the wisdom save before, but I just got 21.
You're good.
That's 18 on the one next to Willoughby.
Could you wisdom save as well, Raven?
Yes, I can. 18 as well.
You're good. Okay, yeah, the one next to Willoughby.
Yep. So 18
Yeah,
to hit
that
that
hits.
one for 10 force damage.
And force
Nice.
damage.
And then what I'll do is I'll actually Eldritch Blast the one next to
So you don't have disadvantage.
Lena.
Yeah. All good.
Fantastic.
For a 24
It hits,
for 6 force damage.
which is exactly how much health it had left.
Oh, my 1 point last time did something.
You
Hell
see it
yes.
burst off into a group of feathers, its body breaking away.
Hell yeah. All right, and then I will probably provoke an attack of opportunity moving away from this one as well. Is it even worth Draven moving?
If you move,
This one
I
can't
think it's
attack
just
opportunity.
going to.
It's already used its reaction to try and attack Eldred.
Yeah, so.
But what
you
about the
could
big
move-
thing?
No, that one.
As it is right now, unless they put Willoughby down, when his turn comes around, I can both call lightning, bonus action,
Cool.
healing word, and then
Damn,
still
what a
chalice
joke.
heal as well.
It's going to take an attack opportunity beak attack against you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Very close to a nat 20. It's a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You take 6 points of piercing, 6 points of necrotic. As it
All
pulls
right.
a bit of your shoulder away from you.
I'm relatively
Cool.
That's only 5.
Whoa, exactly.
How you doing, Guru?
Yeah, how's Guru been?
What's going on over there? As the digestive juices eat me away immediately.
Me too, buddy.
I think Willoughby just assumes Guru's dead, long dead at this point.
I think Guru is assuming he's dead too.
Hasn't seen him in a
I'm
while.
not dead.
Mother.
At the end of your turn, it's going to use one of its last legendary action this turn to make a claw attack against you, Eldred, and you see just clings against your shield again. And it only rolls a 10.
I want
its
to
turn?
be your friend. I scream in my mind.
Oh, not that. Roll
Stay
d6.
focused.
Okay, doesn't recharge either of its abilities. And it looks around. It's going to do its core to each of its creatures. And on a 6, you see their eyes glow red.
Uh-oh.
Their skeletal bodies glow red as they get a new ability.
They were blue and black, and now they are red. I don't
The not
like-
Ravnan is going to use. Yeah, it's going to move around to you, bringing you inside with it.
Going on a ride, Guru.
And it looks down at you, Willoughby. And it goes in with a claw attack. 13 doesn't hit. And a beak attack, 11.
Nope.
Bites and claws and misses.
Willoughby don't get hit.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Guru, you take damage because you're still inside. 9 points of necrotic damage.
Back unconscious.
No.
Hey, but man, at least you're not dead.
Yeah, true.
You know,
We
you're
reset
just being
everything.
perpetually digested and then healed over and over again.
And if
Guru
you can make
really
a death
is
saving
new
throw on your
Juno.
turn.
Yeah,
He filled the spot so well. Let's be
Yep.
honest.
sure did.
This is
Juno
just like a
gets
big
eaten a
fraud.
lot. Wow, yeah.
You want me to make a death saving throw? You said.
Yes, please.
All right.
Now it is your
That's a
turn.
20.
That's a 3.
1 failure.
We go again.
Yeah. You're stuck inside there unless you get him out.
Think about it like this. They're probably not gonna have enough space to eat anyone else. So you're kind of doing like you're kind of taking one for the team on this.
Exactly.
On the red Notner's turn, you see these two step up. And they're both going to attack you, Willoughby. Helping their leader with a beak attack each and a claw attack each this time. 19 hits you, right?
19 hits.
You take 8 points of piercing damage on the beak of the first one. Is it? Sorry, the claw of the first one.
Okay.
And then the other beaks miss as they both just kind of shred and go against you. Lena.
Okay. Here's what I would like to do. If I take my movement and I move my full movement here, can I see Guru and reach
Yeah.
through the rib cage? Okay, so that is my movement. I reach through the rib cage and I cast Cure Wounds, my only other Cure Wounds I have on him.
Okay.
Okay, so he gets 1d8. He only gets 3 because I rolled terribly. That is my whole deal.
Oh.
So that is my action. But then somebody else who has heals can try to help him before the fucking thing's turn.
I just had the most horrible nightmare. I was being
I look at him and I'm like, "You're doing great!" And then I use my bonus action and I disengage. Or wait, no, how does that work? If I disengage, I can't Shit. Then I'm going to.
Sorry, wait, what?
I was going to disengage, but I used my full movement, so instead I will do the thing where I just book it anyway. I'm going to.
You still have your cunning action though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I'm going to.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah.
Cunning action is my bonus
I see
action
what you
though,
mean.
so I can't
You can't
disengage
move
and then
after,
run.
yeah.
But I could do a bonus action dash, right?
You
to
can.
get out of there, I just would take an opportunity attack, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to try that, and I would like to go back to where I was.
Okay, it's gonna make a beak attack against you.
20.
18
Okay.
to hit.
18 hits.
You take 10 points of piercing damage, 3 points of necrotic, as it
Okay.
just beaks into your back.
We got
All
this.
right. Okay, that is my turn. Hopefully that will help.
On the blue knot this turn, it's gonna rush round. And it's gonna go for its... the target's been going off the whole time. It's gonna go for a beak and a claw. The beak's a 15, the claw is a nat 20 towards you, Willoughby.
Okay.
You take 8 points of slashing damage and 7 points of necrotic, and your movement speed is reduced by 10 feet until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Tears into you.
I drop concentration on call lightning.
Okay. I can't move the thing in the back, so just pretend it's not there.
Oh, we have these berries, these things we bought
I do.
that heal
I
1
mean-
HP around.
We gotta kill these fucking little
Yeah.
birds. Like
Yeah.
Gotta kill them.
like healing at a certain point isn't even worth it. Like we need to kill these fucking things, or they're gonna wipe us. At this point. Yeah. It's my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I have to forego. I have to moonbeam these two. We need to kill these things.
Okay.
Wilby's gonna cast moonbeam on these two. Constitution saving throw for 16.
Let me get your moonbeam token up.
Is the storm gone?
Yes.
Storm's gone. I
I
dropped
can't
it.
drop it off the
But
screen,
these things have to die, or
Okay.
I think we're dead.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good
Which is this one for now. Actually, where's this? There's the animation one. Let's find the animation one. It's here. Here's your old classic. Constitution saving throws.
Michael!
Oh
Yep.
my god, you know you want to look nice.
That's
Okay.
true.
We look great.
That's a 17 and a 3.
Look
Okay,
great.
one fail, one success.
Okay.
Damage is only 7.
Only 7, so the top one's going to take 3, and the other one's going to take 7. It just kind of burns against them.
And that's me. I'm less than half health, gang.
It's going to take a legendary action to... Yeah, it's going to spit Guru out to one side
Okay.
above it. And then take its engulf action towards Willoughby instead. A 17 to hit.
Misses.
He's okay.
So you kind of see it clamp around and miss you. Okay.
Okay.
Eldred.
Okay.
I'm an Eldritch.
I'm going to, just told the dead. Which of the ravens in the moonbeam is
The most hurt?
lowest?
The top one, but it's there's 1 HP in it. 13 and 12.
Then
You're done.
it's dead
Then
either
it's
way.
dying.
technically.
Okay, so the lower one, I will told the dead.
No, so when it says 1 HP between, as in like difference between 13 damage onto top one,
Oh.
12 damage onto bottom one. That's what I mean.
Mm,
They're both very
okay,
high.
the one that's highest, I will attack.
Okay.
Direct.
The one that has taken the most damage?
Yeah. Or no, the one that has the most
Oh.
HP.
Okay. It is...
Wait, when is Willoughby's turn? Oh, he's
He
okay,
goes
on their
before
turn.
you.
They take the damage. Okay.
Yeah, on their turn.
You
So unless something makes me drop concentration, they're taking guaranteed.
burn away from most of it. Anything else on your turn?
So he can bonus. Oh. Oh, that's not worth it. Okay, what I will bonus action cast Shield of Fate on Willoughby.
Okay.
Thank you kindly.
Yes. That's it.
Legendary action's
That's
going to go
too
for a
easy.
claw attack on you, Eldred. As it sees you do it.
Yeah.
That 12 doesn't hit. Just clings against your armor again. You can see the claws now just scraped across your shield. Draven.
Damn.
Come on, buddy.
Is it? And it's even with the moonbeam, it's worth still trying to just kill these things now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
just in case. I mean, this thing could attack Willoughby on its next turn. And
That's
break
true.
her
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the top one
Okay.
with the first blast. That is an 18 to hit.
Hits.
For 8
Come on.
force damage.
8 points of force
Scott,
damage. That one's
Scott.
still alive, but
Yep.
barely.
Fuck.
All right. I'm gonna go for the bottom one this time.
Okay.
16 to hit
Hits.
for 6 force damage.
That one disappears as it dies.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah. And then I'm gonna move to the side so that I'm close enough if need be. And then bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Eldred.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you have to touch or no? I can't remember.
Do you?
Oh, it's your face.
It's 60
Oh,
feet.
60 feet.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, great. Oh, what does your Shield of Faith look like?
Yeah, I'm curious about that as well.
Oh. Draven's Shield of Faith looks more like a golden glow, and then you feel the warmth of sun and almost like something blowing on the wind against your cheeks.
Oh.
Oh, this is very foreign.
So am I.
Anything else in your turn, Draven?
This thing is undead.
Oh, also, you hit the first one, didn't you? That does make a
Yeah.
wisdom saving throw. See if it's frightened. Which it is.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Your DC for frightened is, I'm guessing it's more than a 9, so that's why I'm assuming this.
Yeah. It's
That's me.
You can see it kind of looks around in fear towards the source of the pain.
Draven.
Okay.
The only thing that Draven does is there's a moment when he like prays unexpectedly, but he prays for assistance and then almost like whispers very softly, "Father, what do I do?" And that's his turn.
What a D100.
Oh hell.
Come on.
58.
You feel alone out here, so far away from home.
I hate this place.
I rolled 12 on my wisdom save for my turn, by the way, for the Ravens.
You're
I forgot.
good. Thank you for reminding me to do it. On the not Ravnan's turn, let's see if it recharges its abilities. No and no. It looks down towards you, Willoughby, and attacks you with a beak attack. It's an unnatural 20 to hit.
I'm a 21 AC right now.
You are.
Shield of Faith!
Shield of Fate.
You feel it hits against the actual just the faith shield itself, and it would have connected and burst back, and then it's going to go for a claw attack against Eldred.
Some ghost will like catch it and just push it back.
Nice. And then 17 against you, Eldred is
The ghost is like,
can't get through. It's going to do its bonus action to see which of its creatures what they do. You can see their eyes go a sickly green, and
Green again.
their skeletal bodies start dripping with almost this kind of ooze.
gross.
Guru,
Guru, you're
Am I
awake.
prone or am I standing?
you are prone if you got shot out of its chest. You are awake.
What if he did a combat roll as he rolled out?
All right. Making a wisdom saving throw.
Thank you. Yeah.
14.
You're good.
Okay.
Absolutely good.
Okay. Guru's gonna stand back up. He is bruised, beaten, and has seen death too many times to handle this.
Mhm.
And for the first time, Guru remains silent.
Oh no!
His mouth frowns as he looks up over at this disgusting creature. With a deep sigh and inhale, he closes his eye and opens his back up as a spark of green flame just erupts, making pacts that he's gonna have to pay back later on, but it seems this is time. As a bonus action, he is going to use the Hexblade's Curse
Okay.
upon this creature,
Okay.
staring at it, marking it. Smarter men would run away, but Guru stands.
Mm-hmm.
Flourishing out his sword, he strikes once again.
That's it.
So, here we go. Open for a good roll. 11. I rolled so bad.
It's unfortunate. It might just be the fact you're weak slightly right now, but you swing, you just miss.
Let me check one more thing then.
Okay.
No, I can't. All right, in that case, that's gonna determine what he's gonna. Nope, that was his action too. Shit. Did everything he could there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay.
Was a good try.
Yep, it's all good.
At the end of your turn, it's going to take a legendary action to try and engulf Willoughby again. 17 does not hit.
Nope.
Was ahead of you. On the Notness turn, it starts. It has to make its con save.
Please fail.
It was a nat 1. And
6 more radiant.
burns up
Let's go.
into nothingness.
Right on.
Okay, good.
Lena, your turn.
Okay, I am going to use steady aim to give myself advantage so that I hit this stupid blue tiny thing.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a psychic blade at it.
Okay.
And I somehow still fucking miss. But it's a 12. It misses. I whiffed it.
Just misses.
So for my free action, I'm going to scream into the void endlessly until my next turn. Just full of rage.
At the end of your turn, it's going to make a legendary action to claw attack against Eldred. 19 to hit you, Eldred?
No, because of the
Shield of Faith.
shield.
What?
Eldred,
You hear
you'll
it
see
just come out.
something. Eldred, you'll see something probably weird. There's like a hand that reaches over your shoulder that's adorned in gold jewels that like grabs it for a moment and then fades.
Fucking cool.
On the Notness turn, it's going to see you back up. Guru is going to go in for a beak attack against you. Does a 14 hit?
It does not.
Just go straight past.
Get slammed.
This has been a terrible day for Guru.
He's had an, I mean, yeah, the jolly man.
No
did.
good, terrible, very bad day.
Very bad day for Guru.
Willoughby.
His
Nobody's
notes are
gonna use
just a
his
sad
action
face.
to move the moonbeam on top of the
Okay.
blue little raven. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word. Who, from like what Willoughby can see, who looks like they're the most injured of the group right now?
I am at half, so I am probably better than most.
Below half.
Assuming Guru.
I'm assuming Guru as well.
Oh, Tamara,
got,
for your
like,
knowledge as well, you
4.
can push Moonbeam creature in and out. I got it wrong last time because it was says on a turn, not a round, so it technically does. You can't do.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so if you grab a creature and push it in and out, you can do that once per turn.
So I can do the and like push her.
Yeah, it's once per turn they
I
get the
have no mechanical
damage.
ability to do it currently, but that's good to know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Guru first. 7 healing on Guru.
Okay.
Who else is like injured? Because I also have the Chalice heal. Draven. Yeah.
Well,
Toss it to
Really
Draven.
injured, but
Eldred might be worse
Okay.
off.
Eldred's
where-
got higher AC right now.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
I'm gonna toss it over to. Let's toss this one over to Draven, since I know you still have your lay on hands.
And then I'll get in a little
Yeah, so 9 healing.
Oh
to
yeah.
you,
Okay.
and that's me.
What a fight.
Eldred.
Yeah, it is scary.
I'm just have tears of black from my makeup just running down my face, and I'm just mentally talking to this thing, and I'm sorry. I want to be your friend. I tried to make this work, and we just keep trying to kill
Wilby hangs up. Wilby doesn't want to hear this anymore. If they're doing this over the mental link, Wilby hangs up. This is insane.
Eldred.
it. And I will cast inflict wounds at the 2nd level.
Okay.
Just try to stab my claws into it for a dirty 20 to hit.
20 would hit.
No.
Joe, don't you dare say it. Don't you dare say it, Joe.
30 necrotic damage.
It's immune to necrotic damage.
No!
That was a good hit too.
Scream!
As it goes through its body, you just see it disappears into the other magic with it.
But it winks at you because it knows that you faked that whole thing. It's like, I see.
I'm sorry, that was a high roll.
That's a really good roll.
Anything else
Okay.
you'd like to do?
No.
Draven.
Draven charges forward, leaps at this thing, and tries to bite it.
Okay.
Good luck, my friend.
Hate
Godspeed.
everything. An 8.
You're just gonna pull away with a feather in your mouth.
Fist
Can't
bump.
believe it. An 8 hits. Wow. I don't know.
This game, am I right?
It
Yeah,
has a
there's-
little. It has a little pocket where at 8 hits. It says it in the notes. That's amazing.
And there's a moment where he pulls out a vial and holds it and then just thinks about it. And that's my turn.
Okay.
A vial of black sludge.
Die.
On the not Raven stone, I'm gonna roll to see if it recharges any of its abilities. Does not.
D6 is terrified.
And it is going to go in for it's going to try and engulf you, Eldred.
Brizzy, who's that?
17 doesn't hit you though right now.
No.
Comes right in front of you.
The chained shield of faith
and
was a
then-
good fucking.
It's going to fly
Okay.
up
What?
10 feet into the air, so you can all get an attack opportunity.
Let's go.
I'm gonna attack of opportunity. I'm gonna stab this bird. Maybe. We'll see.
Come on, everybody. You
Ah!
can do
Huh? 15? Huh?
it. 3, a 15.
15?
3.
Yeah?
Unless I can attack of opportunity with my archer form, I don't have anything. I don't think
Let me just double check its AC. The 15 does hit, as does the
Hey!
17.
Oh.
You know I'm smiting.
Okay.
I'm hitting. I do 10. I do additional 3 points because of the hex, correct?
Yeah, because it should add your proficiency bonus on top. Yep.
Yeah. So
So 13.
13 and
just slice into
then
it?
And
Yeah.
I am using one of my uses for the vampiric bite to heal myself for the base damage.
Because it's undead, I don't think you can. Because it doesn't have any blood.
Well, hey, what's cool is that since it's undead, you get
Oh,
bonus
you're
damage
right.
on your smite.
You still do the damage. You still do the damage.
Oh yeah, you're right. If it's
Yeah.
yep, there isn't a. You're right. You got me. You got me, Joe. 12 radiant, 5 piercing.
Okay,
But
nice.
it's
Still
still
good
a
damage
good
though.
hit.
Very good damage.
Are you
Fine.
adding you add an extra D8 because it's undead?
On the
Ooh.
smite.
Oh shit,
You do indeed.
Let's go.
Draven,
See,
come
that
on,
rings.
let's
Yeah,
hit
it swings and
harder.
roundabouts with that one. Okay.
So that is a 19 radiant.
As you just bite into it and just tear through. You hit 19 radiant plus the
Nice.
5 piercing, 24 total damage. It's a good amount of damage. Your bite. See a portion of its body
Joe.
ripple off and necrotic energy. See that?
I'm willing to sacrifice a lot for this. But since I'm biting, can I hold on?
Sure.
How
You
strong
go up
are
into
your
the air with
teeth?
it.
Yeah, I'm willing to look.
Yeah,
Draven's
I'll
sense of
say-
self-preservation.
See if you can hold on.
Yeah.
Give
Are you
me.
holding on
I'm
with
just
your
trying to
hands
think if
too,
this
or
would be.
just
I'm
your
just trying to think. This is. I would go down. This is strength. This is draw strength. Give me a straight up. Just give me a strength roll.
Do you have TMJ, a history of that or anything? Shit.
Well, then, you fall down to the ground again. You're on your feet. Oh, I was going to say
That's
10
fair.
plus. You would have been good.
You know what? I love that you let me try.
You have to click your jaw, but you realize you nearly had a good grip there. It's almost like you burn
time.
away your grip with the radiance.
Oh, that makes sense. That was fun.
But as it flies up into the air, you notice as you're going to land, there's silence. In fact, for about 20 feet all around it,
Too quiet.
it's silent. As in the same casting of the silence spell, as it flies there completely quietly. So, any spells that have a vocal component do not work within 20 feet of
Okay, that
Ooh,
is
you
great.
sneaky little bird.
it. Guru, it's your turn. It's 10 feet off the ground right now.
Well, Guru wasn't going to say anything anyways, even though it's not over there. So 10 feet off the ground, which means I can't reach it.
You got the little guy next to you.
Oh, yeah, look, there's a sheet.
Oh, yeah, there's still a crow. Oh.
Yes.
Can I get the area of the silence?
Do you know what? Oh, you guys don't see this, do you? Let me show you.
No.
Sorry, I have to turn it on by doing this. Here you go.
Yeah, that is a wide silence.
Okay, thank you.
Damn it. Okay, all right. I thought I could do something. Checking. Yep, everything I have is vocal. Okay. Okay. As a melee boy, there's not much I could do. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack the crow.
Oh, the small one? Okay.
The other one, the only thing I can do. 13 to hit.
Hits.
8 points of damage.
You kill it.
Okay.
Hey,
And I'm gonna. Who's injured?
everybody.
Yes.
Cool.
Literally everyone.
And. All right. Well, Guru can't do much in this situation, so instead,
Ignore that.
you mentioned an archery form for Willoughby. Does Willoughby look like he's in
I'm currently
poised to like?
careless. I'm
Huh?
in healing mode.
Oh,
Yeah, he's taking away
my
that
For the
fog.
duration of the fight, I'm in
Guru,
healing.
Guru doesn't know anyone, so he doesn't know who can do ranged and who can't. So
At the very least, you can tell by looking at Willoughby that he is laser focused on the rest of the party. He's very
right.
paid attention.
I would say you know, based on just your experience, you know, Lena throws daggers and Eldritch at least cast spells. I don't think you would have seen anything ranged off Draven yet. Well, no, the
You're in
Eldritch
the-
Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that'll do it then. Guru will look over at Draven and just hold up open his tome, and you'll see the green flames of the underworld spark. And as he closes it, Draven, you'll get a boon. Specifically, a bardic inspiration. I use one of my bardic
Hey!
inspirations.
I like
Let's
Eldritch
go.
Bardic Inspiration. That's cool.
Yeah.
Undead Inspiration is very good for Draven, since that's
Eldritch
like half of his
base.
entire existence.
It's true. At the end of
That
your
is good.
turn, it's going to fly above you two. And it's going to go within 5 feet range. And it's going to attempt to engulf Willoughby. Only an 11. Just misses. It's too high up and it's trying to angle itself. But can't. Lena.
How high off the ground is it? It's just like 10
It's
feet.
now, yeah. It's 5 feet above them.
Okay, so I can still hit it. I'm going to say to Eldred in my brain, Eldred, it is okay, but we can't talk to it anymore. We need to just take care of things. I know you really wanted to. I'm very sorry. You tried. I know. You tried. You tried.
I
But
tried so
We
hard.
have to make sure that we are okay. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to throw my dagger at it.
Okay.
I'm going to same thing. I'm going to
Disadvantage?
steady aim. Because I'm not going to move. Oh no, my sheet that went. Hold on. What's
This is
that?
okay. You're on deck, Willoughby.
It is going weird. Okay, here we go. A 25 to hit,
Hits.
and that is what is with everything today. 13.
13 points of sneak as it bursts into it.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. And that is my turn. I'm going to stay there.
At the end of your turn, it's going to do a legendary action to try and claw Draven. Swing its claw back around towards you. A 22 to hit.
Okay.
8 points of slashing, 4 points of necrotic.
Oh.
Willoughby.
Willoughby's gonna choose to take attacks of opportunity and
Okay.
move out of its range.
Going to make an engulf attack of opportunity,
Jesus, it really likes you.
which is a 26 to hit.
Okay.
8 points of necrotic damage. As you run, you're now inside and restrained.
Okay. I'm still gonna use my action then to move this moonbeam on him.
Okay.
On his butt.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Eldred.
I'm going to run out of the silence. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay.
Dexterity save. Imavderkas.
It fails.
6 points of radiance as just a beam of golden light shoots from the ground at it.
Okay. You see, it kind of burns the bottom portion of it. Draven.
Yeah, that's it.
Lord.
Willoughby is inside and kind of hurt. Pretty hurt.
It's fun when you get used to it, though.
Guru, was it comfy in there? Did you have like
I was asleep for
a
most
stretch?
He's going to
of it. Very relaxing.
take a swing with his longsword
Okay.
at this creature. 20 total.
It hits.
And I'm going to put my last smite into it.
Come on.
Okay.
Let us go.
And then I need an extra D8.
Come on, come on.
Up. 1. So 12 radiant, 5 slashing for a total of 17.
17 points of damage. You just slice into
Yep.
it. You see feathers fly off everywhere. Bits of its brittle bone soaring out.
Can we tell if it looks worse off? It's like
I mean,
undead,
you've
but
done
can we
more
tell
damage to it now,
looks-
but for the majority of the fight, you had only done like 20
Yeah.
damage to it. So
For
you're starting to
sure.
see some wear and tear.
Okay.
Still breathe. I mean, not breathing. It's still
Holy shit! I think
Relatively
it's
put together.
breathing.
We're in trouble. Yeah, that's my turn.
okay. On its turn, it's going to see if it recharges any of its abilities.
Please do not.
It does. But it's going to take a beak and a claw attack against Draven first. It's going to take a beak attack. 19 to hit you, Draven.
That hits.
10 points of piercing, 2 points of necrotic.
He's down.
Shield of Faith drops as well.
Okay.
It's going to leave you down the ground and fly down towards
Did
Eldred.
it take Moonbeam?
Oh, you're absolutely right. Con save. That's an unnatural 20. So only takes 2 points of damage. It's going to fly down to you. It's going to use its claw attack on you, Eldred, which is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
10 points of slashing, 6 points of necrotic.
Okay.
As it cuts across you. Girl.
Okay. Is he landed now?
He's still 5 foot off the ground, so you can attack him in melee range.
That works for me. Guru rushes up. He's gonna go ahead and attempt to strike with the longsword.
Okay.
Come on. Yes. Okay. 25.
25 hits.
You're gonna watch as he opens the book again, as the sword kind of turns into this sort of like, almost if it bulks up a little bit, and you will see he channels the energy. Go in for a flourish.
Okay, nice.
I will be doing a defensive flourish using one of my bardic inspirations.
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
Dealing an additional 2 points of damage. My AC increases by 2, so I have a 19. And
Nice.
then continuing on. I
Oh, you
got
didn't
plus 10
roll
movement.
your longsword damage.
Oh, my apology. I was so excited
That's
about
okay.
everything else.
Yeah.
13.
13 points of extra
13
damage.
points plus the 2, so 15 total.
Okay, nice.
Okay, he steps away over here.
Mm-hmm.
Another 10 feet. Opportunity attack, anything?
Yeah, it will.
Okay.
Let's swing a claw down. The nat 1.
Okay.
Misses.
Continues to move with the 40, now total 40 feet. And as he steps, actually, no, he's going to step up here. And
Okay.
he's just going to lean down, eyes glowing. You're going to see the energy surge into his hands. And then I'm going to do
Up in here.
Cure Wounds.
Guru, I love you,
Good
you
job, buddy.
glorious bastard.
Cure Wounds on Draven.
Oh, wasn't your action to swing the sword?
Oh, sorry. Bonus action. I apologize. Not Cure Wounds. I'm going to be using Healing Word.
Healing word. Okay.
So ignore that roll. I
That's okay.
apologize about that. 7 points of damage.
All good. Nice.
So he leans up, and
7
you'll
points.
just, yeah, Draven, you wake up, and the only thing you hear from Guru is, "Get up."
He's sassy.
Brett, I'm gonna DM you something.
Actually,
Okay.
No,
you
it's
would say
good.
get
I can
up.
hear it.
He doesn't hear it.
He doesn't hear it.
'Cause he's
No,
on the
his
side.
mouth
He's in the
he
silence.
mouths it. He just mouths something, but he does say, "Get up."
Draven's just like,
Can't. I think we have a bad connection.
At the end of your turn, what's everyone doing right now? Draven, who are you looking at?
Guru right now, winky
Okay.
face.
Then
Winks eye.
Eldred, Lena, and Guru, because it'll be in your peripherals. Can you all please, as it stretches out its wings through a flash of disease, make a Constitution saving throw, please?
I'm good at these.
how many of my dice do
15.
I have left? Okay.
19.
24.
You all succeed.
Thank fuck.
So you only take half this damage. Only 3 points of psychic damage each.
Okay, halved to 1 for me.
After 1 for you.
Good job, dear.
Lena.
Okay, I'm going to do the only thing that I can do at this moment, which is to steady aim and attack again. So
Okay.
I shoot another psychic blade. I'm sorry, I don't. No, that is right.
right.
Advantage. 21.
Yep, that hits.
That is for
21 points of damage. 21 points of damage. Hits into it again. Okay.
And I'm going to just stay there because I need that to keep getting that advantage.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it's going to use its last legendary action this turn to make a claw attack against Eldred.
Oh,
Brett, I sent you a friend request.
15.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
15 misses, but that's reminding me I need to make a con save. For, yeah, my Shield of Faith is gone. That
Okay.
was on Willoughby.
Will it be no, how's that? Will it be at the start of your turn? You take 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Still up?
Yeah, I'm up
Okay.
with 1 HP.
Nice. Okay, you're inside.
Cool. Hey, Joe, I'm currently carrying those Misty Step berries, right?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna down one.
Okay, that's a bonus action to do it.
I'd like to use my bonus action because it's a free action. Or actually, can I even use it at the same turn? Did it say that you can use it at the same turn that you eat
I
it?
would allow you to use a potion as an action or a bonus action. So if in this case you're not screwing yourself over.
Okay, so the effect of the Misty Step will still take place as a free action the first time I take that berry is what I'm asking, because otherwise it's useless. I'm dead either way.
No. It would be an action or a bonus action to take the berry.
Then I'm going to use my action to take the berry,
And
bonus
then-
action to Misty
yeah.
Step.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And I will Misty Step to... He's 5 feet off the ground?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet away to behind my moonbeam.
Okay.
Good idea.
You
Bro,
scroll
you
back the
type
berry.
a lot.
You feel it burst into you, and you just feel this kind of movement where you can kind of almost regrow yourself. And you condense and grow back up over there. Okay. Good escape. Eldred, then. It'd be your turn.
I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm going to run
yeah.
another 20 feet away.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
I'm out of there.
If you want to put yourself 10 feet off the map, don't worry about it. It's okay. You can do that.
I want to stay in range. It's
okay.
just I don't want to be that close to it right now.
Eldred.
I believe it already used its reaction on Guru, so I'm going
did.
to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to
Okay.
about 20 feet south of Draven. And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at it.
Okay.
2nd level.
Okay.
Oh no, well, it's a lob.
Why do you say no?
Well, I don't know, it's 14 to hit.
14 is its AC.
Okay, 15 radiant. Just
did
from
burst
the
against it.
crust of the earth.
And it's glowing with the radiance.
And it's glowing.
Okay. Anything else? It's definitely looking more hot.
Nope. That's it.
Draven.
So we running or
You've got advantage
will
now,
be
right?
back
Because of
up.
guiding bolt.
That wasn't like a necessary run. I think
I
it's looking
might
pretty
I
fucking
might go
bad, though.
down if this thing hits me, but I'll go in.
You can. Do you have a range?
We can't talk right now. You're silent.
Yeah, but this is Gabe. Draven might die. I've accepted that.
Look, you see Draven's face.
Well,
you
James
know
in
what
a
what I'm
he's
gonna
Discord
say
call.
is that from I as a player am not running.
Yeah, okay.
Willoughby's body language is he teleported out and then started running as fast as he fucking could in the opposite.
Cool.
Read that however.
Lena has just been absolutely still for like the last 20 seconds.
Willoughby is not a
Because of
brave
steady aim.
man or tree, I guess. He fucking booked it.
Draven is willing to die for the cause. There's a lot that could go wrong, but like he's willing, and he has inspiration. He's willing to die for this.
And it's shining light.
That D6 is gonna save your ass. I'm telling you.
So he'll, yeah, you know what? He'll charge in.
Mm-hmm.
He'll charge in and just go for a heavy swing.
Okay.
Come on, I believe in you.
It's a 24.
24 hits.
All right. For 7 slashing.
7 slashing. You just cut some more of the feathers away. Definitely breaking through it now.
And you can't hear it clearly. But Draven does the thing of like patting his chest and then like telling people to go. So Draven's essentially trying to tell you to leave him behind.
Oh,
gonna
sorry,
do it.
can't hear you. Oh.
I'm gonna roll a d20
No,
to
if
see if
I run,
Willoughby's
I
facing
lose my
away or towards
advantage.
you at this point in time.
Would Willoughby just be like, you heard him?
Willoughby was facing towards you and sees you telling him to fucking bail out right now.
Oh my! Of course it's a 20. Of course. It's a...
He
Right.
nat
Right.
20s on
20.
his ability to perceive people telling him to run, dude. Every time.
That makes sense.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Let's see if it recharges its
Draven.
abilities.
It does.
Not.
It does recharge its flash of disease.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
My eyes are still closed though, Joe.
Yep.
And I have blind sight.
And it's going to go for an engulf attack on you.
Horrible.
don't need to see that.
17 to hit.
18 AC,
Just,
baby.
you move just the last second as it clamps right in front of you. It's then going to fly. I think it will keep fairly close within range.
Mhm.
No, wait, it's going to fly towards Guru.
Can
Yeah,
I take
you
that
will.
attack?
You
Yeah,
do.
you will.
You have blind sight. You can take its opportunity.
Come on.
18
18 hits.
Yeah, dude.
or an 11 slashing.
11 points of slashing. You cut into it. You hear it fly over you. Guru, it's coming towards you. It's your turn.
It's 10 feet up in the air, you said?
Just 5 feet off the ground. So it's 10 feet technically. But yeah, just 5 feet up.
Not it. So
It's
in
within
reach,
range. Yeah.
It's in melee. Okay, that's what I was checking on.
Yeah.
Okay. So clearly, this creature, we've been smacking it left and right. This doesn't seem to be a silent spell that it needs to concentrate on. We're not trying to disrupt the silence.
It's just
essentially.
its innate ability.
Good to know. Okay, so he's 5 feet away. Yeah. Oh man, if he's in range, we're going for it. I brandish my sword. 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Come on.
12 points of damage plus 3 from the Hexblade's curse, or 15.
15. It's
And
looking
then-
very hurt.
And then I immediately go for the flourish.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Also, Joe, just curious, have you been taking a -2 penalty for your saves and stuff because of the Hexblade's curse on the creature?
He hasn't really been making saves.
And attack rolls.
No, there's no.
No,
I don't
that's-
think that's. I think that's Hex.
Is that?
I don't know. Hexblade's
That's-
curse is just plus 3 to damage. I thought.
Hex? No, that's Hex. Wait, Hexblade's curse is the. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't look at me.
Hexblade's curse.
Oh, the
Hexblade's
also
curse
does
should give
you-
you a crit on a 1920.
Yeah,
Proficiency damage.
all Hexblade's curse does is extra
heal,
damage
I
equal to
think.
proficiency.
Different one. Yes.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, you
that
worried
sounds
me because I
awesome.
hadn't. I was like, oh no,
it's,
sorry.
I'm thinking 3.5. There's too many.
Damn, I'm
definitions of this.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh my-
-2.
I'm literally
That is-
sweating.
That
I
is
hate
a
this.
third edition statement too. Take a -2 penalty. I don't know. That's how we do things.
God.
Let's
I need
see.
to change
Okay,
my
I was
shit.
doing a flourish.
hmm
I'm so sorry to be doing this. Yeah. He's staying in. Gonna go for the defensive flourish.
Okay.
So here we go. My boy's gonna perish here in a second. Okay. 3 extra points of damage, plus 3 to AC.
Good.
Oh shit, that is good.
Pretty good.
You are right next to it.
Guru, Eldred, Lena, and Willoughby, could you all make a Constitution saving throw, please? As it flashes
How
its
many
wings out
dice
again.
Do I have left?
13.
17.
That is at. I'm
19.
going to.
What are
if
we
I fail
rolling
it, I
for
can
suffering?
re-roll it. That's a 12.
Con save, great.
No,
What
you're-
poison am I drinking today?
Am I rolling a con save, Joe, as well?
I'm down.
No, you specified your
You're
eyes were
okay.
closed.
Oh hell yes.
You need to yell to everybody else.
I
to
did
close
say
it.
that.
Quiet.
If I fail, I'm gonna
Wait, is this
spend a die.
the disease thing that I am technically immune to?
You're immune to the disease, but not the psychic damage. So if you failed it, you take 11 points of psychic damage.
What's the fail number?
The DC is a 15.
Yeah, Wilby's down.
Going to. Shit. All right, I fail you there.
Did you say Willoughby's down?
Wilby's unconscious.
So
Okay.
Willoughby, yep. Eldred, you only take 5, then 2. So 2 points of damage. Guru, you're
I
good.
failed.
You take 5 points of damage, 5 points of psychic. Guru.
Guru's in bad shape, but he's still standing.
And then Lena, you take 11 points of psychic damage. And Lena, could you roll a d4 for me, please?
Yes. 1.
1. You see your left arm and the half of your body rots. Your total HP is reduced by 1d20. If you could please roll that now.
Oh. Hey, are we all seeing this rotting arm?
Yeah, it's...
Oh, this is physically happening. I was like, don't
Yeah.
worry, it's all in your... Oh my god!
Total HP is reduced by 3 then. At the end of your next long rest, this is restored. Your character becomes half undead. This does give you immunity to necrotic damage. Only leveled spells that do necrotic damage can heal you, but for only half the amount of damage. After 1 week of undeath, you must make a DC 15 Wisdom save each time you wake up or fall under the control of Hell, and must march to Helheim. This is Hell's
Okay.
rot.
What?
But it can be cured like a normal disease, right?
We don't know yet, because we haven't
said-
tried.
You said she sleeps and it goes away, or she sleeps and it
I
starts?
re-roll
Every
every
roll.
time I wake up. Oh. Okay.
It is your turn, though, Lena.
You
I'm
guys
going to
wanted
look
to
at
fucking walk. You
my
guys wanted
left
to walk.
arm.
You guys fucking. If Wilby been there, all right, to tell you guys that was a bad idea.
You were there. You
I
were
look-
like, let's walk. I heard it. I heard your character say that.
I'm going to look at my left arm and see that it is rotting and know that I just took a bunch of damage. And I'm going to look over at Eldred even though she is in the silence. And I am going to scream as loud as I can, both vocally and in my head. And I'm just going to yell, Eldred! As I look at my arm and panic. And then I'm going to try to pull my shit together because I tell her to pull her shit together. And I am still staying there, and I am up with 3 HP, so I am going to steady aim with advantage and throw my psychic dagger at
Okay.
it. And that is an 18 to hit,
That hits.
and that is for 19 damage.
19.
Yes.
Do you want to describe how you killed the not Ravnan?
Oh!
And what is possibly the most anticlimactic kill ever, I'm staring at my arm and the left side of my body. Luckily, I'm right-handed. So I just, without thinking, manifest the psychic blade. I glance over and I throw as I am looking at my arm, and I don't even see what happens.
It's flying straight towards you, Guru. This dagger goes into its head. Its body starts twisting. It hovers just ahead of you. And you see its arms start encompassing inwards, breaking, until it starts breaking down towards its ribcage. All you see after the feathers burn away and fall off is this ribcage with a little bit of feathers hanging down the back. And it... and then crushes in on itself. Drizzles to nothing.
You post the thing, Joe.
And then all that is left is a cloak that falls to the ground. End of initiative. End of combat.
I
I'm
just
making death saving throws.
sink down to the ground.
Oh god, yeah.
Would it be, as it would have been your turn next, can you make one death saving throw, please?
6.
That's one. failure.
Draven will walk up and use 1 point of lay on hands to bring Willoughby up.
After that,
Mhm.
did Guru do something?
Just one moment.
Yeah, that was well, I wanted you to.
Is lay on hands a bonus action or an action?
It is an action.
Oh, you're 35 feet away though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're good then.
Yeah, roll
You can
again then.
You can get straight down to him and then
Oh, his speed's higher than 30.
Oh,
He has
yeah,
35.
he's yes, I do.
he's just enough.
Yeah,
if
He's
I
a
nat
damper.
1, I'd be dead before you got there, technically.
Draven
Yeah.
would book it there. There's almost a moment of like he finds a spot in between his armor and like stabs a finger into himself, and you see a small drip of blood that's kind of like circling around, and then he'll like put it on a root and then press it in with a glow. And yeah, I'll just bring you back up with the one.
We'll be able to snap back. It's a weird thing to see because it's kind of just like the light turning back on,
Yeah.
like a light bulb or something. Look at you. He's just gonna whisper like,
Thanks.
"Whose idea was it to walk again? Which one of those assholes said walk?"
You know what? Just because I love making Tomato have to see weird things that are happening, you see something weird in Draven's eyes when he brings you back. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it fades after he blinks.
We'll be. I think if he wasn't just basically dead, he would process what he saw
Yeah.
more carefully. But in like the heat of this, and not even really processing if he's still in danger or not, he's just gonna brush it off for now.
Yeah. Welcome
And,
back.
Like, thank you, and try to get up. Is it still alive? Are we dying? Is Eldred trying to befriend it still? What is happening?
Lena,
I
what's
am
happening
running to
you?
Lena.
I'm on the ground and I took my coin out of my
Drunkenly.
pocket
I might fall over. Hold
with
on, I'm
my
dashing.
right hand.
Can I? If I is it free to do the? I was waiting for you, Joe.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Fred did say,
Yeah. So, the guru watches as Draven goes for Willoughby. Guru turns over, kind of turns over to Lena, and he just looks like, like almost as if he recognizes it, and he rushes over.
I have,
And-
as you get there, I have my coin that I've taken out of my pocket, and I'm just pressing it as hard as I can against my left arm, and I'm just sort of muttering, like, please. I'm not even mad at you anymore. I haven't asked you for anything. You could do like one thing. You could just do one good thing. Just one thing. Please.
As
I
you
am
s-
dashing over and tripping over a root and then
Yeah.
eventually making
Yeah,
it over.
as you say that, and Guru rushes over, he crouches down to you, and kind of like he gently holds the arm.
I don't know if you should touch it. It might be not good.
He shakes his head almost as if to say like he knows better, and you just hear him say, "Not her.
What?
You can give the charge to me."
What?
And that's Guru casting Lesser Restoration to remove the effect. If that works.
You see the skin return and come up. You didn't really notice, but half your face was going skeletal, and you just feel the skin return back as the disease is lifted.
Are you okay?
I only have two hands. I don't know who to hug first, and I'm going to just hug them both.
But then I'm gonna put you away. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? You work for hell.
What did you do? My whole arm was going like it was rotting, my entire arm, and I think my stomach. I don't know.
Guru was gonna stand up until he gets the hug and kind of gets shocked by this, and you'll just see Guru stand up, and he still kind of in this like cold battle lust, I suppose is the best way to describe it. He'll just say straight and under his breath, "That's the thing with the gods. You assume its allegiances have been forged. That because you borrow power from something, it instinctively makes them cruel and evil. My dear, I am in no allegiance with any idol." And then he gives a smirk as he looks to you, and he just says, "I'm merely borrowing something of theirs."
She will twist it and bring pain to you and anyone you love.
Does she know you're borrowing it?
Guru just continues and says, "That's not God's doing." That's simply our existence in life. Closes the book.
What is this book?
A gift of sorts.
From her.
Trying to think the best way to describe it. Hey.
Lena just
No,
holds Eldred's hand.
it was properly earned.
It was what?
He says it was properly earned.
Can you not be straight with us right now?
I'm trying to be as straight with you as I can.
Is there things you're not allowed to say? What happened with you and her?
Most likely a contract.
Is it a did you sign something you're not allowed to speak of it? Contract?
It's something that she doesn't know.
She doesn't know the contract you made? You stole this.
And Guru will kind of give a smile and say, whether she's aware of it or not, it matters not to me.
Interesting.
You stole this from hell.
You kind of see like it's starting to break a little bit with him, something that he's debated constantly. It's not something he's confident in. Guru's giving off this look of just like, well, obviously I took care of it. It's fine. And as that expression of fear in your face, it cracks the facade a little bit. And he goes, God, these dogma and belief structure and gods, we worship them as if they can determine everything. They're just simply us, just with a little bit more sway and a little bit more power.
I think they're worse than us, but yes.
Regardless
They
of the
are
fact of the matter
spoiled
is-
children with a
That is
big
good way to
toy
put it.
box.
Yeah.
They won't miss one.
Frankly, I don't give a damn where his power came from. We would be dead without him, and that's the long and short of it right now. This isn't the place to discuss this. I almost died. He almost died. Half of us died.
We all
Today.
almost die.
Thus, we should find a
My
place to
arm
rest.
did die.
Yeah, Uru will resign to himself and nod.
Before something comes and finishes the job.
And he just goes, my apologies.
Guru,
A debate for another time. He's right. We should find a safe place.
thank you, Guru. I appreciate it, wherever that power came from.
She won't be bothering you anymore.
She better not.
He'll be silent. There's really nothing much more to say. He just
I
nods.
just kind of
Like a resolve, like just not a resolved nod or a really pompous nod, but just sort of a like an agreement.
You hear? The one-eyed
Oh, for
raven.
fuck's sake.
Glass, we need to go.
The one-eyed raven flies down, circles the area, and then flies away.
I flip it the bird. And then I
Fine.
walk over to the not Ravnan's body and I pick up a fucking feather. I'm going
There was-
to take it.
There was a
cloak,
rope
too.
that fell to the ground.
Yeah.
A cloak,
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys, there's a cloak here. I'm
Put it on.
pissed off. I don't want to even
They
look.
put it on.
If you try to put it on, Wilby's gonna stop you. This time he's gonna try to
No, I just said there was a cloak here.
No,
but I
no,
did
no,
take a
Draven
feather.
I heard Draven say,
Yeah.
"Put it on."
I put it on.
I think.
You
I
want to do a
think at this
contested
point,
check to put it on?
I mean, you can't.
Oh, I was. Draven was originally telling Lena to put it on.
Oh, no, I'll
I
pick
thought you
it.
said
Yeah,
I
no,
put it
no,
on.
no.
Okay.
I'll
I think
pick it up. And I'm gonna be like, my hand just died. I'm not going to mess with stuff right now. I actually feel a little bit shaken for the first time in a long time.
Let me hang on to this. We'll be able to take it.
If you would allow me a moment, I believe I could identify the properties
Oh.
of that cloak.
Let's identify it after we found a place to rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've run
Like
into enough
Raven-
cursed, strange items.
I'm gonna look
Someone
for a
has to try to be
bone.
responsible.
A bone from the not Ravnan to take.
Okay.
Biggest one I can find.
Yeah, you can find one from the ribcage.
Not the skull.
Good, like
Too
dagger
big.
size.
Draven
Yeah.
won't take his eyes off of Guru anymore.
Guru's behavior shifts back to where he was doing, like before, that lighthearted. You could see when he like goes back to the cloak to be like, "Oh, we should identify this." He was already opening his book as if things were just fine and back to normal. And he's like, "That's some interesting material." And when Willoughby was like, "We gotta go," he falls silent. And he goes, "Right. Well, I suppose we can find a safe spot. Something with a bit of fungus. Well, that would be interesting to investigate. Pip, come on now." And then he just
Why
turns
do you
around.
want fungus?
I put my arm around Eldred. I'm like, come on, honey, let us go. It is
We're
okay.
going. Yeah,
We're going to go find somewhere to rest.
Okay.
Did you see my arm? It was like totally dead.
That was so scary.
Can everyone roll a survival check just to see if you can find somewhere?
If you
Save.
survived to find a place.
15.
And then Guru has a heart attack.
Am I disadvantaged
Oops, I got the 3.
on ability checks?
With Mead's blood,
Hold on, I will scroll up and tell
it's only
you.
intelligence and dexterity saving throws, so
Okay.
no.
Joe, is there a way that I could do something to kind of get us somewhere better for this, like for finding a place to rest? I'd like to cast Speak with Animals to talk to a creature in the forest of places where like predators and things that would attack us may not go.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and ask.
Can I do like a perception check to see what?
Yeah,
Willoughby
roll a
sees, if
perception
he
check to
sees
see what you
anything
can see
like-
first.
15.
Depends on the side of the animal you want, but you can see a few butterflies flying around. You can see, I would say you can see this kind of, what is essentially like a very long caterpillar, but like almost like the size of a snake, and you can see it going across the side of one of the trunks. For the first part, you can see across its back, it looks like it was a series of flowers, but it's blending in. And then you can see the occasional, probably like very small bird fly across and away from the area.
I think we'll be able to go up to the caterpillar, assuming that it kind of falls into the same, like this is a target for animals on the ground that might be looking to get us as well.
Okay.
You'd walk up to it and like squat near it.
Okay.
Hello there.
It raises its head and lowers it quickly.
Yes, I can speak to you. I'm not going to eat you.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm a tree, dude.
Look, this is what I would say if I was absolutely going to eat something, is those exact.
13.
Looks his eyes up at you. I've never had my food talk back to me.
Oh, give me a break. Is there anywhere near here that me and my friends can perhaps lay low without any large creatures that may want to eat you, eating us, or attempting to, that you know of?
Is this a trick?
No.
Well, there is a pond quite close, and the waters are sickly, so most animals avoid it. We like to go there and eat the fauna around it. Safer, as other things don't come to eat us there.
Well, looks like we'll go there then. I can bring you with us if you'd like.
As a snack?
I can put you there so you can snack, but I am not a snack. This is a favor for telling us where to go.
Oh, I'd appreciate that. I was on my way there.
It will cautiously allow it to like climb onto his arm, but onto like the armor,
Okay, yeah,
kind
yeah.
of like around it,
You-
not
you
onto
climb.
like parts of it that he'd
What
try
did
to
you
eat.
find?
It looks like he's got a series of flowers up his arm right now, and then you see it move.
Oh,
The little guy told us where to go. He may try to eat me if he does. Kill him. Kill it. Anyways, this way.
Wait, are you saying that? Can it understand that?
He'd drop it before
Okay,
he
yeah,
says
okay.
anything about that.
Okay. It would help kind of direct you with your survival check as well, and move you over towards what is kind of a small pond area, and you can see it is a bit void of life. The water itself looks a little bit kind of green and bubbles occasionally, rancid. But flowers do grow around the area. Ones which have kind of grown pretty strong as they can drink the water around it and kind of almost filter out the poison. You don't really notice much in the way of danger around here. It seems like it's not really a clearing, but it's embedded near some trees. If you go off his advice, it's the safest place you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will signal everyone that this is the place we're gonna rest, and he'll go drop off the little guy somewhere where it can snack.
Yeah, you put him down over the bush. He goes, my favorite. And he kind of starts just biting into these kind of thicker bushes. And you find a place to rest for the night.
I hope Juno is okay.
I think she is probably better than we are.
Should I take care of it?
What?
Your stupor, you're possible, absolutely smashed.
I feel funny.
Yep. After a full cup of mead will do that to you. I could ease the drunkenness if you so desire.
I mean, I might be able to fall asleep easy. I don't think it'll be hard. Yeah, do it.
What if you get the spins though when you lay down? Like, get out
I'm
your comfy
already
pillow.
Basically
and
down.
let's see.
Okay, yeah, get rid of it.
Oh, all right.
I hold out my hand.
I was about to say I'd probably join you in the festivities. He holds up apple number 55, just in case. But he goes, very well then. I would have thought because of the way I got my magic source, you would have questioned a spell being cast upon you. Glad we trust each other.
But I
now.
can't be picky right now.
And he casts another lesser restoration.
I'm just like petting her forehead. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Also, you said you stole it, so that's pretty cool. Is it gone now?
Well, sometimes it takes a moment. I look up into the sky.
You feel as the mead fades from you, and you feel like you've just sobered up immediately. There's kind of a moment of a hangover, and then it just disappears immediately as well.
Okay.
are you okay now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like shit, but...
You're is eating the alcoholic apple. Splendid.
Right. Everyone get some rest. I'll watch.
We've got a lot to talk about tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
There's a part of Willoughby
Mhm.
that Eldred you might notice where he, I think, is having trouble deciphering whether or not you're. He was definitely upset to see how into saving this raven or talking to this raven was when it was already at that point trying to kill us. I think he's trying to decipher right now if that was as a result of you being sick or if you were truly that reckless in the fight. So you might notice him like, if he can't glare, but you might notice him like staring uncharacteristically
Looking at
towards
my
you
mom.
when he's saying that.
We're all okay, though. We'll
Yeah.
rest it off. We'll talk tomorrow.
Indeed, tomorrow. A well-earned rest, my friends.
I I still have the psychic link up. Will be left the chat, as did the not Ravnan when it died. So I say to Eldred in my head, I know that you really wanted to be able to talk to it to learn more, and I'm sorry that it didn't work out. It was pretty scary there for a little bit, though.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, and it is mixed with like gurus seem to be with hell and fighting it. So then I thought it was really like an enemy of hell, and then I was just smashed. So I just wasn't seeing the consequences of my actions until it was really bad. So
Sometimes
thank you for talking me into seeing for some
I'm
reason.
always going to be here for you. You know that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're a little slow on the uptake. It is okay. Do you know my first answer when we did the dream interview? And they said, what? I don't even remember what he said. And I just looked at the interviewer and I said, what? Because I was confused. And then they went to the next question. Sometimes it takes us a minute. It's okay.
Can I go to Raven before I go to sleep?
Yeah.
So Guru like resets like back to who he was, just kind of walks over. What's Draven doing currently?
He has been staring at you and paying very close attention to what you say and do ever since you gave the speech after killing the Not Raven. And there's a look of the look of comfort is gone.
Yeah. So he hasn't been paying attention to anyone since he's been following you guys around. And then he turns over to you and he's like, now where did you... yes. I've been meaning to talk to you. And then Guru just walks up, just smiling, like not even realizing your demeanor. And it's very obvious. He's just, it's thick-minded. And he opens his tome. He said, I had an inquiry to you, my dear friend.
And what was that?
Your eyes. And then the tone drops a little bit.
What about my eyes? And his hand rests on his blade at that point.
Oh, well, it was the funniest thing. When you awakened from your unconscious stupor, your eyes, they painted a beautiful...
He puts a knife to your neck immediately.
Does anyone perceive this?
I mean, this is not subtle, probably.
Yeah.
Guru instinctively holds up his hand as if to be like, apologies are to be had, my friend. I didn't realize this was a sensitive subject.
Do you recognize that? Speak carefully.
Do I know of its meaning? No, my friend, I don't.
Good.
Are you all right?
I was simply feeling insulted.
Did I insult you in some way?
Unintentionally, yes.
Then you have my deepest apologies. He still keeps his hand held up.
The blade goes down.
His hand will drop, and he gives sort of like a small, reluctant bow to you. And he says, I don't wish to offend further.
Calling the gods children in a toy box is like calling humanity ants. If you deal in absolutes, you're no better than the children.
He nods to that response, and he will look over to you, and I'm not saying they're children to us, nor am I saying we're all just ants to them. But have you ever thought beyond our differences? What might make us similar?
Yes. That's why I'm here now, today. Because I don't think the differences are so far.
Uber will nod. And we'll just state, sleep well, Draven.
You as well, Guru. Where are you from? In Mesogaya.
I'm still got the crash course. Where did we agree that I was from again, Joe?
Let me just double check our notes. But we said
It was like this. No, it was Mesogaya, but I wanted to go to the area of
you were
scholars.
From, yes, you were from Scion, which is the in the shadow of Mount Olympus.
Yes, that's where I'm from. So it's Skull, correct?
Scion. Skion.
Okay. Also, can I turn on my cam? Because I understand why you all do cam now.
You can. We're gonna be finished up in a second.
Okay, never mind. Don't worry about
it.
Yeah. So I'll just say, Carlos, regrettably, Skull.
And where is that?
He sighs a bit and gives a smirk, like he's realizing something about himself. In the shadows of Mount Olympus, where where I said that correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I was making sure if I got
the home of the gods. Yes.
Well, the shadow of Mount Olympus. You see, I was raised with the idea that my kind are children of the gods. He says it kind of hoity-toity, like he's being dramatic about it.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, many cyclopods like to lean on their laurels and assume that's all they need to do in this life. I left it behind as fast as I could.
Fair enough. Draven will lean in and whisper to Guru. They do not know about my eyes yet. They themselves were a gift.
Guru state. And so that fact will remain. But if I could be frank, you can't hide them forever.
That's true. But I am certain their opinion will change when I stop.
How long have you been traveling with your companions?
These ones.
Yes.
Weeks now.
Seems you've almost died in front of them. I would assume not the first time before.
Death doesn't stick with me.
Seems not stick with any of us. Point I'm saying is, you've broke bread with these individuals. You've practically died in front of them. Maybe they aren't so fickle.
Maybe you're right, Guru. Maybe you're right.
Guru walks off to bed.
You each lie down, taking your turns to watch. There are many dangers in this forest.
We don't need turns. Wolby doesn't
Okay.
sleep.
You're right, absolutely. You're absolutely right. There are many dangers in this forest, but none are present here. That caterpillar creature was telling the truth, and you find a decent rest for the night. Having fought against an aspect of death itself, essentially. You grow with stronger willpower. You wake knowing you have to do better. You will do better. You wake with a level up.
That's the fucking ticket, dude.
Hell yeah.
Every time.
You will level up.
Got that new druid subclass feature, dude.
Guru 2.
The big
Guru
one.
2.
Woo, Guru!
And that's where we'll finish tonight's episode, as the darkness
yeah.
is still in the distance. Brett, sorry I didn't let you turn your cam on. It's just that it pushed the things. I've got a theory. Could you turn your cam on now? It doesn't have to face you. I've got a theory of where it puts you. I've just looked at all of
Okay.
our cams, and I've got a theory.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's why I was
I
gonna
know
ask.
what's gonna happen.
Here we go.
It's going to move cameras around. Yeah. I know. Okay, so this is how it does it. Okay. You might as well turn it off now.
Yeah.
So
I'm in control.
this is this is what it does. If you're off cam, it puts you at the end. But when your cam turns on, alphabetically, it puts you in order, which I didn't realize before. So Brett's been put to the front. So I don't know. Maybe in future I can try and make some fake accounts to almost apply for someone joining
Interesting.
in and then flick that off. Maybe that'll work.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but it's dumb. Discord is dumb. Okay, doesn't make sense that you're at the end of the list just because you're not on cam. It's stupid. But okay, yeah, nice. Well, thank you everyone for playing. I know we ran over by a little bit.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah.
No, not at all.
That's
not at all.
okay.
In fact,
It's not your
Good
fault.
fucking session.
Hell yeah.
Great job. That was definitely probably one of the hardest fights I've ever designed because it was ludicrously strong.
It's pretty difficult.
You guys did a good job and you've leveled up for it. So we will be back next week and kind of go from there. I know, Brett, you can't arrive until an hour in next week, so we'll play
yeah,
on. But
and that's for the next 8 weeks. That'll be for the next 8 weeks too. So sorry about that.
not at all. You don't have to apologize at all. Thanks for being here in the first place. Join in an hour in. It's fine by me. So we're going to finish off there. We're going to do some shouts as we go around. Let's spin it round from Mark's side, going that way. Mark couldn't make it today. He's in Japan. He's having fun in Japan for the next couple of weeks. But do go and give him love. He's Sherlock Holmes on all platforms. The underscore is in the middle, the end, or not at all. He runs a game called High Rollers every Sunday at 5 p.m. GMT now. And it's a high-level D&D experience, which is really pushing the boundaries of just like that scary high-level play. Really cool. Towards the end of their campaign. Definitely go and check that out. Every Sunday, that is. I believe they're they're pre-recorded episodes, I believe.
They pre-recorded
so
some, yeah.
you can see this Sunday, I imagine. Chrissy.
The fact that you said GMT instead of BST like really threw me off because I
Yeah,
don't really
I'll get
like the
used to it
fact
now.
that the time changes and now I can't and then I just went into this depression spiral about how it's winter because I'm really bad at winter and like I hate being dark and cold.
Yeah.
I don't even have enough joy in my life to shout I'm OLG. It's winter.
You've been taking
The
that
whole
wisdom
left
damage
side
from
of my
me.
body like
Mhm.
died today. And I feel it truly in my soul in this moment. Go to the next person.
Brett.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Brett. I was late, and so Joe tried to kill me. Clearly, that's what happened. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, Brett Ultimus on Twitch. I run 4 D&D games, I think, a week. I don't know how many they are with World of
You're a madman.
Bio.
It's easier to tell people how many you don't run.
Bunker.
Yeah. I've got one currently on break. And yeah, I couldn't DM yesterday, and I was heartbroken. I'm a madman. I gotta have at least 3 D&D games a week, or I lose my mind. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, Brett Ultimus on all socials, on Twitch, more D&D content.
Yes, World of Io, everyone. I play every Thursday in his campaigns, and I
Oh,
believe...
thank you.
Wait, can we say what we're doing for the next episode?
Next episode is going to be a collaboration between
Yes.
between 2 groups. It won't be until December, sad face. But yeah.
But yes, but me and Tamara are both in that.
Winter is
so
the worst.
in the collaboration one.
I'm the bomb.
And I'm
The
not. Tamara, go ahead and shout yourself out. Thanks again, by the way, for joining us, Brett.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Brett.
Yeah, of course.
Tamara, you didn't finish it out.
I said
heard you
it.
say- No, it's just, I just
said
didn't hear
it.
you say that. You told me you were going to say a really long one today.
Oh, no, that's a fucking lie. It's wild. It's wild you
Twitch.tv
fucking say
slash
something like
tomato.
that.
Okay, you can go
You'll
check
get
him
your
out.
long one. All right, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, you've been saying this since you
someday.
joined me once.
You gotta stop acting so
he
desperate.
plays-
He's not gonna do it.
No, I'm need my fix. He plays all sorts of variety of games. He's I put him in the gamer category on my tier list.
Oh yeah.
But the reality is that he knows in his heart that he's at least maybe one step higher. Brizzy.
You know I'm no gamer. You fucking know, dude. You just get a kick out of the fact that you put me in gamer because you know people got mad about it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I made a tier list judging all my friends by gamer skill, and
Tell them the tiers, because they don't know.
Yeah,
God-
I don't know where gamer falls in that.
yeah, it goes God gamer, carry gamer, known gamer, gamer, carried gamer, mobile gamer, and IGN journalist.
So he put me in the fucking middle, and then he had the gall to basically grade every single person after based off of how they compared to me. He treated me like a fucking filter for everyone
You're like,
else on the whole
you're
thing.
the true neutral, and you just like.
Brizzy.
Gamer.
Hey, I'm a gamer. I'm at Twitch.tv.
Let Joe be the judge of that.
Brizzy Voices. I'm playing so much God of War. I played 11 hours the first day, 11 hours yesterday. I played 3 hours before this stream, and I'm probably gonna play 3 hours after this
you heard yourself
stream.
yet?
Nice.
So,
Yeah,
Huh?
she did.
Have you heard yourself?
yes.
Nice. Yeah.
I think I've heard all my parts now. I've killed myself many times.
Yay! I mean,
Right.
yay!
I feel that mood.
Yeah, that's freaking badass.
Yeah.
Gabe. Don't you do this.
Give
Don't you do this,
something
Gabe.
to be happy
Gabe,
about, and you
Gabe,
should
don't-
acknowledge
Boys
it.
right there. All
don't-
right,
Gabe.
that's fucking immortal boys
Gabe, you're at the
sticking
highest
together.
branch right now, okay, on the screen.
Yeah,
There's,
dude.
Don't fall
there's
to the
just
roots.
that immortal boys feeling. Like Joey tried to kill us. I don't know.
We gotta stick together out here. It's
So
hard
should
You're
we
out.
just
building a
falling
unit. You're
If-
building a union on this tree. Okay.
If you find me, you earned it.
God, I gotta
That's quite
find
cool.
them.
Gabe
gotta
did just
know.
finish a
Good.
Kickstarter. Do go and check out his socials. It's
How do I
very,
massacre
very, very
cameras?
cool.
Wait, what no one said about Gabe's Kickstarter is that it's now set the new threshold for kickstarting. He broke 150 grand. He
I am really proud. It was,
plowed through
Yeah, that was
it.
great.
it was
great.
a new IP. It wasn't even related to D&D. Totally the first major project from this company that I started with a friend of mine. Someone told me that we were gonna make maybe like $8,000, and we made $170,000. So
Smoked it.
Fuck that
That's
guy.
great.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah, whoever that guy is, I didn't believe it.
Eat a
Yeah.
bee, buddy.
Looks like a real fool right now.
yeah.
You should have
Yeah,
sent him
so
8 grand and be like,
clip
here you go,
this
buy
and send
something
it
nice.
Here's your AK.
There you go.
Well, thanks everyone for playing. You can find me on this channel. Like Brizzy, I'm currently obsessed with God of War, but not going to be playing it over this weekend outside of side quests. But on Sundays, run a game called Godforged. We are in the late game as well. Currently, spoiler alert, we are currently inside a giant worm. So come on by and check that out on Sunday and see where we leave off from there. That's at 8:30 p.m. GMT now every Sunday.
I hate it.
Yep. It's gonna take a couple months to get used to that one.
Tune in
Otherwise,
for God of Worm.
oh no. Yeah, it's like Jormungandr,
God
but
of
less
War.
cool.
God
What was it the Dodgers said? We fought like it's dental. What did she say? We got attacked by the massive worm's tooth decay or something.
Yeah.
Like that was like it felt like a children's program. Like this is the dangers of not brushing your teeth, everyone.
It's true. But other than that, we have a Patreon. If you want to see the rest of the diseases and all the mechanics of the Not Ravnan, that'll be up there soon. Otherwise, I post a bunch of GM notes and whatnot on there. And we also have a Discord if you want to go and discuss the episodes and see all the behind-the-scenes stuff like that.
There's so much stuff in there.
Thank you, everyone, for playing. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And we'll be back next week. Is anyone going live straight after this? I always forget to ask.
Yes.
Okay, then we can host the interview. All right, we're going to raid into Brizzy, and we'll be back next week for more Mistletoe. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Baby.
I'm going to mute up, guys. Also, raid into Brizzy. Okay, chat. I'm just going to quickly load up the stream and raid into Brizzy. Thanks everyone for watching as per usual. Also, I know that I put the spoilers of the item on the screen. Don't spoil it for the players, okay? I was like, oh shit, I forgot to edit the item. Which is something I updated for me yesterday. Joey, your art was amazing. Joey Kuzista in the chat, everyone made the wonderful art. So don't spoil that bit. Okay, go and enjoy Brizzy, everyone. They are playing through the wonderful God of War. And you get to hear Brizzy kill her own characters. She plays an Einherjar. Very cool. All right, guys. I'll see you next week. I'll see everyone on Sunday. See you then. Bye-bye.